good to go.
Aye.
Was it just me that you were waiting on? Sorting stuff out. Oh. Everyone good to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Good to go.
Yep.
Oh shit, I
Okie
forgot to
doke.
add my gold that you said I could have. That's okay, I'll do it now. Yeah, good.
Okie doke. Well, hello everybody. Nice to all have you here.
Hi.
Hi.
So
Hi,
I've given everybody the spiel already. I've given the first three the spiel, but you guys will get to listen to it all again. So, obviously the campaign called it Whisper of Power, and I'm going to go right into it right now.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the world of Aeddrasil, the world of worlds. This is one of chaos, order, myths and legends, gods and demons. The year is 6212, and it's been over 6,000 years since the convergence of the worlds and the departure of the old gods from this material plane. Both instances left their marks upon the world, with the convergence bringing hundreds of different species, races, flora and fauna from across creation to Aeddrasil, and the departure of the old gods, taking away the splendour and beauty that they brought to the world. Each of the 9 continents of Aeddrasil have their own beauty and wonder, brought about by natural formations, magical improvements and godly interventions from millennia ago, with the greatest and most beautiful being the world trees. Magnificent and gigantic trees that were infused with the magic of the gods and channel all of the magical energies from around the entire planet for all to share and use. Now we find ourselves in a time of great cultural and technological advances, of which both have been brought about with deeper delvings and experiments with magic. But with each discovery comes great tragedies and cataclysms, all of which have forever changed and moulded Aeddrasil into the outstanding world that now lays before us. Each discovery and tragedy has given the people of this world new stories to tell, and also given many the hope of writing their own tales into the fabric of Aeddrasil's history. So guys, let's all set forth and write some new stories of Aeddrasil, in which people will be talking about for years to come.
Okay.
Oh. What, was that a boo from you? Fucking 10 cards getting drawn now.
That was an
Fucking,
ooh, as in like, ooh, interesting.
Ooh,
I,
sounds cool.
I think I had a B in front of that, so another deck for you.
I say racism.
So guys, we find ourselves on the continent of Endeavour, one of the 9 continents of Aeddrasil, and we are among the grand nomadic assortment known as the Baizan Caravan, a city-sized grouping of caravans made up of merchants, travellers, performers and soldiers, all with the goal of traversing the lands of Endeavour, providing supplies, entertainment and security to all who wander the lands. It's nightfall. Campfires are now springing up in between all the carriages, the tents, the caravans across the wide expanse. The entertainment carriages are now opening up for all the musicians, jesters and actors to keep up morale whilst on the final legs of this part of the journey. Now, we're drawn to the caravan's leader, Ulfric Ursa. We find him in his tent preparing to send out guards to defend the perimeters that they need to do every night. He's discussing with his captains on who will go to where, and it's now getting to his chance to talk to Captain Astrid to discuss who's going to be taking over the northern defences this evening. Astrid, Astrid, come. We need to discuss this. Who's taking the north? Now, Ulfric Ursa is quite a big Viking-esque man. Big beard, bald part in the middle, but still, you know those long strands that people have, that some guys have, like the what do you call it, the friar tuck, but let it go right out.
Yeah.
In that sort of
Yeah.
sense. Big guy, man, looks like a proper Viking. He's telling his captain Astrid, female Kalishtar, send in the other two, the ones waiting outside. Are you sure, sir? You want them? Yes, send them in. The big guy and the cat person, send them in. Astrid, come in, guys, come in. Come see Ulfric. Now, I would like Mouse and Emrys to give themselves a wee description for the group.
Let Mouse go first.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so Mouse, as you've kind of seen, is a snow leopard tabaxi. She's got like quite not heavy armor, but she's quite armored up. She's got a massive warhammer, and her tail is usually wrapped around one of her arms, like a feather boa. She's got a crossbow attached to one of her legs, and she looks quite serious. Apart from like she has massive ears, like big round ears, and that's why you think that she gets the nickname Mouse. Yeah, bright blue eyes, about 5'3", 5'5" sort of height.
Nice.
And Emerus is this huge, like 7 foot something Goliath of a man with massive white beard and an eye patch, wearing hardly anything, just almost like a loincloth skirt type thing, and sandals and wrist armor.
Nice. Who would have thought you'd go for the half-naked one? Shock horror.
Do you have socks on over your sandals?
No, I'm not 50 yet.
So, Captain Astrid comes out. Okay, guys, come on in. He wants to speak to you. As you're both entering, you see just this giant Kalishtar man sitting at this sort of improvised little desk. It's nothing too big. Obviously, these caravans are moving all the time, so there's not like massive bits of furniture or stuff like that. You basically just see like this little desk that's got bits of paper and stuff on it, and he's got a chair, obviously. But it's quite like I say, it's a roving city, so they've got to sort of keep things on the level. He's like, you two, it's good to see you.
Yes, you asked for us, sir?
So, as you know, we need people to defend the camp. We're getting close to Apleona, and we've heard that there's been problems from scouts, that there have been untrustworthy sorts in the area. So we're stepping up our guards. So we know that you have helped out in the past, but we want you to take one of the guard posts again tonight, if that is okay with you.
Yes, you have welcomed us into your caravan. You've done us a favor. We shall return it. Do you know whereabouts you would like us?
Yes, I'm going to send you with Captain Astrid and my son whenever he can make an appearance. But you're going to be stationed at one of the northern campsites. One of the northern guard posts, I should say. So it's just, as I say, northern side of it. You should be beside the forest.
Yes.
What do you want us to do if we see anything? You want me to crush skulls?
Well, you could if you want. I'm not going to say no. If somebody tries to attack you, you definitely crush them. Maybe try and keep one alive, but other than that, if you are attacked, you do fight back. You should know this. You're a big guy.
Yes, I want to make sure you are happy.
I've not
Could be
been
messy.
happy. I've not been happy in years. You, you see all the shit I have to put up with. Just trying to be a bit jovial in this time of. You could see like proper sort of stressed out about how close he's getting to the cities and stuff like that. So he's just getting a little bit on edge. But yes, if there's nothing else, if you would follow Captain Astrid.
Who in particular are we looking for? I don't want to hurt the wrong people.
Oh, you would know them if you've seen them. We've been having reports from Apleona in regards to a group known as the Iron Fist.
Oh.
They are a local gang that seems to have got a little bit bigger than a gang, I should say.
Are they a lot to take at once?
To be honest, out here, maybe. We do have the numbers. We do have plenty of guards and fighters around. But it's just... You've seen the size of the caravan. And
Yes, it's
sorry,
growing every day.
in your head, obviously, you'll know the size of what the caravans get to when they stop. You know, this thing is like I say, like a city. It's like 5 miles around, sort of thing. With how many there is, this is a multitude of traveling performers, merchants, just anybody that sort of wants to tag along. You know that they have tagged along with this because everybody knows this is like the safest way to traverse the Northern Kingdoms. So you would know that, like, if they're asking for help, they would be stretched quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you do not need to do this, obviously, but if you want to help, I would very much appreciate it.
Like I say, you've taken us in. You have shown us entertainment, given us food. This is the least we can do for you.
Excellent, excellent.
As they say, you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
I cannot
My
reach
friend.
back.
My friend, I do not have
Not
big
as
enough
good at
hands for
scratching
your
back.
back. She looks like she's got the best scratchers. Just pointing at mouse and just a bit of race joke there.
Yes, I
No, Gareth.
need to ignore.
Okie doke. This is fine. Thank you very much. If you could wait outside, I just need to quickly see Astrid.
Yes, sir.
And just as you guys walk out, is there anything you want to do just while Astrid and Ulfric are speaking? Is there anything you guys want to do just while they're having a wee conversation?
No, have a nose about. See who's taking an interest in the main caravan, in the boss's caravan.
Okay, give me an insight check then. Or investigation, sorry. Investigation.
Okie dokie.
Oh, first
Wait a
roll.
minute.
Yeah, first roll, come on.
19.
19. Really good. So, as you're looking about, you don't really see anybody taking an interest in Ulfric's caravan. You see obviously the distance between each other, each tent and caravan and pop up and stuff like that. It is like a city street, you know. There's lanes sort of thing for people to walk in and out. Everybody's passing. You do see some guards that are sort of keeping an eye on the tent just to make sure that who's going in
Hold on.
is the right sorts. But there's nothing. Doesn't seem to be anybody there that shouldn't be there. Is there anything else?
Camarus is just going to stand around holding his axe, looking slightly intimidating.
Slightly intimidating. He's a fucking giant. Like, he should look really intimidating.
He's got a lovely smile on him.
Lovely
His
smile.
little eye patch.
So, as you guys are sort of standing about and checking out the area just to make sure nothing's going wrong, Captain Astrid comes out and, okay, well, that's that settled then. We've just got to make a quick stop. We're going after Ulfric's son. He's going out to recruit a few people to help, but we've been told we have to meet him in the entertainment district.
Very well.
Okay, Doc, let's go. You guys are sort of moving now towards what you know to be the sort of entertainment areas of the caravans. You know, the areas that mostly like all the bakers and the musicians and things like that. They've all sort of kept themselves to them like within a tight knit. So we'll move away from you guys as you're going towards that area, and we'll move on to Urthanar, who is in the entertainment area. He's wandering about. He's looking for the recruits. Comes across somebody's. Do you know anybody that's here that could help? We're looking to add more to the guardings tonight. Oh yeah, I've got those two over there. He's pointing over to a table with two people sitting at it. They might be able to help. I think they've done a few fights before joining. You can go and ask them. Thank you. Ulthanar walks over. Hello, friends. I was wondering if I could have a word with you. He sits down next to a dwarf and a tiefling. If the two of you, Romala and Nephilis, would like to have a wee description of yourselves.
Do you want to go first, Robert, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first, dude.
Okay, so Romala is a dwarf. He looks to be about the human equivalent of like maybe 40s, but he looks like really bad for his age. He looks a little bit grimy. He's got almost no hair on the top of his head. A huge unkempt beard, which is just kind of black, tiny bits of white coming through in it. His clothes are just kind of shabby, and he just looks a bit like a drunk. On his belt, he has a very fucked-looking hand axe, which it basically looks like a wood chopping axe that he's just taken. And he's just kind of sitting there, like looking up, like, "Oh, aye, all right. What can I help you with? What can I do you for?"
Well, I just need to have a word with the two of you. Hello, friend. He's pointing at Nephilis now.
So Nephilis is a red tiefling. he's wearing breastplate, but over that he is wearing what were once sort of like posh royal clothing, but you can tell that that was a long time ago, and it's all patchworked and stitched up where it's been cut and run down over several years of traveling and fights. And he just says, "Oh, I suppose I can help."
We've done a few things before. What is it you want in the night? Is it guard duty, or you want us to, quieten a ruckus down, or you want me to muck out the stables again, or what's the deal?
Well, yes. Have you joined guard duty before?
Yeah, aye, me and Neffy done it loads of times. Sure we have,
Oh.
Neffy.
That's good. I've never seen you before, but maybe I wasn't on shift that night. A few too many ales some night, huh? And just sort of nudges Ramallah in the. My name is Urthanar, Urthanar Ursa. I'm the son of Ulfric, the one in charge of the place. I'm just looking for anybody that wishes to join the guard duties for the night. As you could probably tell, we're getting close to Apleona. We're just looking for a few more people to sort of throw in their lot with the guards. We're a little bit overwhelmed, sorry, at the moment. Too many jobs to do, too little people. If you wouldn't mind joining us.
No,
for the
happy
evening.
to pitch in, pal. Are we getting paid for this?
Well, I think free lodgings and the drinks that you're drinking would be good, but I might see what I can do for you.
I brought my own tent, you see, so I paid for my own lodging, didn't I?
Yes, but we've been guarding you for this while, haven't we?
Well, I've been helping, haven't I? I've been doing the garden as well. Yeah, me and Neffy have been out there loads of times, haven't we, Neffy?
Sure.
Make a deception check for me, please. Not a check, a deception roll.
Yeah, deception check, yeah.
Yeah, deception check.
Oh, I just rolled a natural 20!
Ah, fuck off!
I thought you were going to say
I'm not even
natural
joking.
one.
I'm not even joking. I'm taking a photo of it right now. Oh, I can't believe that was my first roll. Oh, I'm so happy.
Just watch, it's all ones from now on. That's just like, that's the first one.
No, I know.
He's lucked out on the first session.
Oh yeah,
It's never
definitely.
gonna happen again. Hang on. Okay, I got a photo of it. Yes, that's a 27 altogether.
Oh Jesus Christ! But he looks at you and goes, "Well, I suppose you're right. I do apologize. I'll see what I can do for you. See what my father can do."
Oh, aye. Much appreciated, son. Much appreciated. You do good work round here.
Yeah, thank you.
That's wonderful. Let's go crack some heads.
Well, we might not. There might not be fighting. It might be a quiet night. You never know. But it's just to have the extra people.
I
You know?
tell you. Hey, with Neffy and me there, it'll no be a quiet night anyway, I'll tell you that much.
As you're saying that, you hear a ruckus and like a few feet away. You know, what do you fucking mean? What do you fucking mean? Oh, gents, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Just go to the barman and grab some food and stuff like that for yourselves. It might be a long night. Just get yourself some drinks and food. Just tell them that Urthanar sent you. They'll keep you good.
Sorry, son, where is it that we're guarding tonight, if you don't mind?
Well, I'll be back in 2 minutes for you. We're guarding the north. We're guarding the north of Mparta. But I'll be back.
No
I'll be
problem.
back. I'll just
No
help
bother.
this out. He
Right,
leaves you
yeah.
guys and he's walking towards the where the ruckus and the arguments have started. Is there anything you guys want to do just after he leaves, even?
Go grab food.
Yeah, is there any like Like any like half finished drinks lying around that no one's watching.
Well, now that there's like this ruckus that's happening, you sort of see people getting up and sort of looking over and getting up off their seat and just wandering across. So there would be a few. There'd be maybe about 5 or 6, 7 unattended tankards. Say.
Yeah, nip over to the nearest tankard and just tan it, and then go up to the bar.
You're basically getting free food and drink, and he's just going for somebody else's.
Aye. Can never turn down a free drink.
Oh my god. Right, yeah, that's how we're playing this. Okay. So you'll go over there and you'll grab whatever it is you want. So whilst you're doing that in the background, Orthanar's walking over, he's seeing this sort of crowd of like performers, merchants, all that causing us this debacle. And he's just, what's happening here? Why is there fighting? And he just said, this fucking rat! Orthanar, you're gonna have to deal with him! What's happened? He's fucking done something to my daughter! Who? And you just see this guy on the ground just starting to get up. This fucking rat! And I would maybe like the fucking rat, Stormcrow, to give us a little description of himself.
Right, so Stormcrow, about 5'8", drow elf, so tall for a drow elf. He's quite young, 25. Grey eyes, black skin, white hair. Fairly nicely dressed. As befits being a bard. Some posh clothes and everything else there, and he's got his lute and his lyre with him as well. You can see his lute and his lyre by the side of him, where he's picking himself up off the floor.
So as you're sort of picking yourself up, Urfanar sort of grabs under your arm to help you up, not in an aggressive way. Is it right? So tell me, what's happening here then? Why is this man a fucking rat? This merchant sort turns around. Well, me fucking daughter I've got with me in the caravan, all of a sudden, in the past few days, has confessed her love for him. So he has obviously done something to make her fall in love. He's a fucking rat. I know what these bards are like, promising her the world and just trying to fuck her. So I want something done with him. Urthanar turns to you and Stormcrow, and he's like, so what's your side of the story? What's happened?
Well, for a start, mate, it's fucking bollocks is what it is. Honestly, come in here as a bard, you try and make a few quid, and all you got is just some shite. See, this poor young lady, she's travelling around, she's with her dad, she's with a bunch of cards, and all of a sudden, just because I'm being nice to her and talking to her, I'm getting accused of this? It's bollocks.
So nothing's happened then for her to fall in love with you?
I've had a few drinks with the lady, that's about as far as it's gone.
So I see. So it's just an infatuation then. It's just a crush.
From my end, I've done nothing at all. I've never touched the young lady.
So he just sort of turns. Well, you can't really blame somebody for a crush, can you? Young girl, man, quite somewhat handsome bard. Of course she's going to fall in love. Nah, he's fucking done something. Look at him. Look at him. Fucking rat of a boy. Well,
this is just a bastard joke.
Well, Urthanar just sort of pinches the bridge of his nose and is like, well, if you're going to keep throwing insults to the man, with nothing else, then we are taking our leave. He sort of grabs Stormcrow and starts pulling him away and says, I'm sorry for the problems this man's caused you, but I think we might be able to sort it out sooner or later, but you might not want to stay in the area for a while.
That's who's fine to me.
You say you're a bard, yes?
Absolutely.
I might have use for you tonight.
Out of this shite, I'm more than happy to help you out, mate.
Well, we're going on guard duty, and me and a few other people are going to be on guard. We might take a bard along with us just to have a bit of entertainment.
Yeah, no problem.
Would you join us? Yes?
Happy to, my friends, happy to.
Ah, good. Let me just quickly go grab the other two. Is he drinking for somebody else's tankard? 2 seconds, 2 seconds. He runs back over to Ramallah and Neffy. They just, right, come on, sort it. Let's go.
So, I'm just sort of wandering behind you, and all of a sudden I just look over, just burst out laughing and go, you trusted these two bastards with booze?
Wait, do you know each other? Do you know
Come
each
on
other?
now.
Hang on. These two? I bet you they told you they'd be doing guard duty every night as well, haven't they?
I didn't say every night, son. I didn't say every night. Now listen, Stormy, there's no need for that.
Oh, come on now, Romana. I've known you long enough now to know what a bunch of shite you talk.
No, I was out gardening. Me and Neffy stopped a snake the other night.
Mate, is the privy when you're puking?
We stopped. Neffy, tell them about the snake.
About the what?
The snake we stopped the other night.
Yet again, you
Yeesh.
just see Orthonar grab his face palms and like, oh my god. Okay, listen.
Nevertheless, you've nothing than to hang around with this bunch, with this arsehole. Come on, my friends. Let's get out of here and let's do some guard duty so we can get you away from this person. Come on, mate.
I just start like stuttering as you like walk off. I just right, okay, fine. I come with
Just-
you.
As you guys are walking along, like Orthonar just turning around and going, your friends just put you out of money, you know that, right? As he pops Ramallah and the ribs.
I go up to him and say, no, mate, I'll tell you, there was a snake. Huge it was. And I start to regale him with a story of this snake that we definitely stopped.
And whilst you're regaling him, we will go back to the group of Astrid, Captain Astrid, Emrys, and Mouse, who are now on their way to the northern guard site. So, I think that this should be good enough. Look, they've even made a little fire for us. Come, we'll just wait for Orthonar here. So, what's your stories? Come on. We've not met each other many times, but you seem to be out of sorts this area. You don't seem to be from here.
No, we are from quite a far way away. But, you know, people travel nowadays.
Oh, I know. I've been part of the caravan for years. Seen all sorts.
Well, we thought it was a good idea to join. You seem to be able to take care of your people.
Oh. That's an understatement. I don't think we've lost many people in the last few years. There were stories I heard once about a giant snake, but I'd never believe those.
Do you know what? I swear I saw a dwarf chasing after a snake the other day. Like a
Oh,
little
really?
bootlace, little, what do you call them? Slow worms.
Ah, yeah, that sounds about right.
He seemed very drunk.
And she just sort of has a little chuckle to herself, and just that seems to be the sort we get around here.
Well, as long as they're not put on guard duty, I think we might be fine.
Oh God, could you imagine? What about you, big guy? What about you?
With my friend's mouse. They owe her a lot. So I keep her safe.
Oh, I can see.
I keep you safe and out of trouble.
Yes. He goes back to fiddling with the dice that he's got in his hand.
Oh, nice. Ah, well, I'm going to get myself a drink just as soon as Orthanar comes. And just as she sort of says that, you hear, Astrid, Astrid, I've arrived. Don't worry, you can get your drink soon enough. I have some friends, quote unquote, to join us for the evening. And he just sort of puts his hands out to the other guys and just like, introductions are in order.
I am not going on guard duty with that big one-eyed bastard.
Emerus gets up and just runs at Stormcrow, grabs him by the collar and just lifts him up. And says, "You motherfucker, what the fuck are you doing here?"
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Here, you know there's nowhere you can go that I can't find you. You know what's going on. You know what's going to happen the next time we shoot. And I promised you, this is what's going to end up. And you see him reach out with both hands, grab Emerus's head,
Of course I know.
kiss him on the forehead.
Of course I know what's gonna happen. Any port in a storm.
How are you doing, my friend? It's been a long time since I've seen you.
It's
Just
been
that-
ages.
Long
As
time
you
since
guys
we've
were
seen
sort of-
him. He's so tall you can't miss him.
As you guys sort of look like you were away to have a fight, Astrid and Orthanar just sort of they've went for the blades at their sides, thinking there was a way to be a massive brawl, but now you see them sort of calming themselves down a little bit. Just okay, something. This is more friends.
I'm just
Yeah.
We have known each other a while.
And this beautiful tabaxi lady. How are you, Mouse? I was about to. It was a pleasure to see you.
Yes, never a chore.
Yes.
Hello, my friend.
So introductions are not in order then. Everybody's friends, I take it.
Hi, I'm Romala.
Yes, we do not know each other, though I'm sure I saw you drunkenly running after a slow worm the other day.
No, that doesn't sound like me.
No, I remember the shine coming off your head.
That doesn't sound like me.
Emerus crouches down, like squats down, puts his hand out to shake Ramala's hand, and goes, "Hello, little friend."
Oh, alright, big fella. And I shake your hand as well.
Oh, by
Emerus
the way,
shaking his hand.
this funny-looking fucker on the other side. This would be Nephilis. Top guy, brilliant bloke, good drinker. Watch him around goblin girls, though. He's got a bit of a reputation.
He is quite horny, yes?
This guy,
Sure, I don't know what you mean when I take a bow.
not say anymore. For shit, folks. I don't want to. I want to spare his blushes.
Well, this is all lovely. Let's get some drinks. Astrid, you and I, we'll go get some drinks. And the two of them just sort of wander off, leave you guys to do what you want to do for the next little while, whilst on guard duty.
At the mention of horns, Nephilis just like tugs his hood even more over his head.
So,
Romala just immediately just sits down by the fire, and when he was up at the bar getting some food and stuff, he just took some chicken legs with him, and he's now just sitting there eating chicken legs and staring into the fire.
oh, nice. Did you bring any for anybody else? Or is it just for Ramala?
Is any? Well, no. He didn't. He brought for himself. He's got 2 hands. He's got 2 chicken drumsticks. Do you know what I mean? One in each hand.
So where does he hold his beer then?
No. You'll have to buy me 1 or 2 before you find that out. But no, he's just sitting, staring into the fire, kind of humming to himself, but he's not paying any attention to anyone right now.
Okay, so Mal is
I am
all
gonna
set
be
for the evening.
I'm going to be standing a little bit at a distance, keeping an eye on everything while the boys play.
Okay, doc. You other 3, are you guys doing anything? You just want to discuss anything?
I've taken a hip flask out, and I'm just like having a little swig of that whilst waiting for ales.
Nice.
Okay, guys, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry.
No what?
No
Okay.
problem. This happened last time.
I will be back. I promise.
No worries, dude. Well, I'll keep it there just now. We're anything that Stormcrow wants to do while we're waiting?
Not really. He's just going to be chatting and catching up with everyone there because he's met everyone in the past at one point or another, and just going over a few drinking stories and things that's happened in the past with all the different people.
Oh, nice.
While I'm talking with you, like my ears are going to be like moving about, and although I'm nodding away and like kind of listening to you, I'm totally watching the forest and stuff as well, like actually keeping an eye
Doing
on
the job.
Yeah. I can imagine Mouse is going to be the serious one.
Oh, I didn't ever expect that from you, Robin. Just like I never expected Ramala to be the drunk.
Yeah, it should have been the other way around.
Oh, well, yeah. Or Stormcrow to be the racist. I mean, what?
Excuse me, straight away I've been racially profiled.
Actually,
Automatically assume this or it is just wrong.
Class profile.
Yeah.
yeah, well, yes, you were more class profiled than racially profiled. So he didn't say anything about you being a drow.
Did the rest of us like hear and see all of that confrontation?
Not really. You guys were too busy tanning other drinks and going to the bar. So like it was
To
a
be
lot
fair,
of distance.
That was Ramala.
No, realistically, I like to think of it like you guys were like grabbing your stuff, knowing that you were going to be on guard.
Okay.
Like, but you would sort of like, you know, when you see something, you do like the backwards walk. You're like, oh, what the fuck is that? You know, that's like,
yeah,
that sort of mentality. So, as you guys are sort of dossing about, doing what you're doing, Ramala's focused on the fire and his chicken. Mouse is focused on the forest, but keeping sort of in tune with everybody else. You just hear Orthanar and Astrid coming back, few drinks. Like, hey, we got the drinks. Don't worry, you're not going to die of thirst this evening. And she's just bringing back sort of like this little cask. It's not, and he's bringing back like the cask. She's bringing back loads of glasses, tankards and stuff like that, and just some food. Just like we're keeping ourselves well stocked for the evening. And look, we even brought a friend. It's just this sort of dingy little young archer guard from the looks of it. Hi everyone, how's it going?
Ramala doesn't even look up.
Not a
Just
cherry
stares at the
bunch, are
fire.
they?
Can you even shoot that bow? You look like you'll be thrown backwards if you try.
Oh yeah, I can do it. I've
What
hit
are you,
loads of
dwarf?
things. I hit a snake once. Really
Does it
big
show
snake.
the drunken dwarf?
No, of course not.
I'm back. Sorry.
You just hear Ramala shout up, just saying, "Told ya."
Hello?
Hiya.
Hey,
Hello. Don't worry. We just wanted somebody to join us for the evening. The more the merrier, I believe the saying is. So it's like, as it's getting back, crack open this little cask, start pouring out all the drinks and that for people. There's more food. Just basically like what Ramala's brought, but in like a bigger quantity. Got things like breads and like meat, yeah, other types of meat. You got little cakes and stuff. Just anything that they could sort of grab from the some of the merchants on the way to the bar area themselves. You know, just to grab this. It's got like little cakes
The
that got
only
like
thing that distracts Mouse is a cupcake. Oh,
it's got like this little cake. It's got like cream on it and jam on top of that. You know, it's just like really nice little patisserie stuff, and mixed with like these like heavy meats as well. Just Orthanar's like, well, you can't have guard duty without some drinks and food, can you? Wouldn't be guard duty.
not when we're here all night. We need something to keep us going, I suppose.
Exactly. Now, obviously, we don't need everybody up all night. We might be able to get a little shut-eye here and there, so long as we have somebody on duty. He just sort of like smacks the back of the kid's shoulders, like, yeah, that's what you'll be doing tonight, my friend. He just, yeah, that sounds like me. It's like, you could tell this archer boy's fucking first proper time on guard, getting treated like an adult. He's a little bit nervous around the heavily armoured and heavily weaponed force that's sitting in front of him. So, what's everybody else's like best kill? What have you killed? I've got so many under my belt, but you guys should speak first.
Ramala killed a snake.
Aye, that's not my best one, but maybe my best one this week. Aye, I just keep staring at the fire.
There's so many snakes, isn't there, here? What about you guys? And just sort of nodding over to like Emerus and Mouse, and Stormcrow. Like, have you guys been on guard duty much?
Not for this caravan, but we've travelled far, so we look after ourselves.
Ah, cool.
Stuff that will give you nightmares for weeks.
Yes. You will not want to look under your bed, that is for sure.
I would want you two to do an intimidation roll. Like, because that did sound so fucking intimidating. Like, that's like I want to know how this kid's going to react to this.
Oh, that's a
What
big
aim?
3.
A 3 for you.
Yeah, that dice is gonna go in the dunce chair.
14 for me.
A 40. So, like, it was quite intimidating enough as it was with like Mouse saying it, but he's sort of like he's sensing a bit of jovialness from you. But when the giant says it, he's just sort of you get a sense that this guy has now nearly pissed himself. This kid is just like, oh, oh, I see, and he just sort of his nervous like display before has now turned into serious panic that he's now made a mistake to join. Oh yeah, no, I've seen a lot as well.
Emrys walks over to him, pats him on the back, laughingly goes, "Don't worry, you will be fine."
Yeah, sure I will. And he just sort of sullenly like goes and sits over at the seat and just starts drinking from this tankard. Like it looks like it should be like 2 sizes too big for him. Like what I say, like this guy's like a proper teenager sort of thing. Like he's one of those weedy fucks, you know, that's like really skinny, like big frame but really skinny. It's like he could probably hide behind his bow that's on his back. It's probably what's weighing him down, sort of thing. Is there anything else anybody wants to do while on guard just now?
How are we all for night vision?
60 foot.
Yeah, I'm the same. There is one thing I want to do. As everyone's talking and drinking and stuff, and I'm staring into the fire, 30 feet away, do I see is there any like bushes or trees or anything nearby?
Give me 2 seconds.
What's the difference between night vision and dark vision? Or are they the
Same
same thing?
Yeah, so
Okay, cool.
yeah,
60
dark-
feet then.
60. Let's do.
I don't have it.
No, okay.
I thought Goliath's got dark vision. Do they not?
Not from what I can see.
No, I
doesn't
think
I think I'm thinking of orcs or half orcs or something.
Oh, I was away to say, is it not old Goliaths? Is it no legacy Goliaths used to get it?
Yes, that's what it is. You're right.
Because I think with the new like multiverse thing, they nerfed Goliaths a little bit.
Oh, that's shit. Yeah, because the Goliaths I have are the legacy ones, and they have dark vision.
Try and make sense of this, honestly, right? So see one of the guys in my other campaign is a Minotaur. The legacy Minotaur has an ability, it's called something like labyrinth memory. So,
Right, yeah.
something like that, so they can remember like anywhere that they've been, and they can remember like following anywhere, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But they do not have dark vision. But they live in a labyrinth their whole
That's
life.
really annoying.
Like that, I don't understand how that makes sense.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Or
Yeah.
maybe they've got like electric in their labyrinth.
You know what? I never thought of that.
They could have
You know?
gaslight.
Are you trying to gaslight us now? Is that what that is? Is that?
No, I'm actually trying. I'm actually concentrating on keeping the stupid hat on my stupid dice because it keeps falling off and it's pissing me off.
You've not actually put that. Oh my god.
Have you not seen it?
Yes, I've just looked there.
I was gonna say the nervous kid. Has he eaten anything yet, or is he
He's-
like too nervous?
Yeah, he's too nervous at this moment in time. He's literally like I say, he's got this tankard in his hand, and you see it sort of shaking as he's taking these sips. There's not too big of sips, but just like, you know, when you're a kid and you're sort of at the adults' table, and you're just
Yeah.
like that sort of thing. You know, he's just keeping an eye on everything that he can, not actually seeing anything whilst having these sips.
Okay, so seeing that, I'm gonna go grab a chicken leg or something. I'm gonna take it to him, slam him down, and just say, "Eat, trust in your training. We'll be there. You'll be fine," and walk off.
You know, sorry,
Thank
you
you.
know when he does that, can I use prestidigitation to make a small squeaky fart noise come from the wee boy? Just a wee
Yes, you can.
Thaumaturgy, not prestidigitation.
Eh?
No, no, I think
prestidigitation
prestidigitation
can
does
do
it.
Yep. 10 foot as well.
You don't need to make a roll or anything, do you?
Up to you.
No, it's only. No, you don't need to make a roll or anything like that for that. Just fucking, as you do it, like, as you're doing this, you know, you're doing this little thing, just as he's doing his Nephilis is throwing this down, you just hear this coming from this little. Oh, thank you. That wasn't me. That wasn't. I didn't do that. You see Urthanar in the just at the side, just absolutely pissing himself now. He's like, the new meat can't handle it.
As he starts saying that it wasn't him, I'm going to use prestidigitation again to I can create an odd odor. So I'm going to make him smell like farts.
Oh yes. So as that like Nephilis, you will get the smell first because you are like the closest one. Just as you're walking away, you'll get the smell hitting you from this little fart that the young lad, quote unquote, never done.
No, knowing Romala, would I know that he's behind this?
Make a perception check. Let's see, because I think it's.
Can I roll against it?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see how sneaky. Sleight of hand for you, because it is the
Natural
spell.
20.
Yeah, boy.
I rolled a 12, so.
So he sees that you're like making this little hand gesture that, or no, is it verbal? Is it
Verbal and semantic, yeah.
verbal and semantic? Yeah. So he sees like your mouth moving whilst this is happening, like, and Nephilis can definitely see you doing this.
He would also definitely see me staring at the fire, but with just the tiniest smile at the corners of my mouth.
I just look over, see, grin, shake my head, and walk off.
You also see now the sweat coming off of this young child as he's like, no, it's not me. I swear it wasn't me. He's like looking at Captain Astrid now, like, I swear it wasn't me. She's like, kid, it doesn't matter. It's just a fart. Everybody farts. How do you think we're going to deal with the big guy when he farts? Just pointing over at Emrys. Like, it's probably going to kill us. Are you defending your honor there, Emrys?
Sorry, but chuckles and goes, yeah, I do eat a lot of meat.
See? He will kill us. Protein farts, that's what that is. That's the worst.
It is useful for having tail. It goes under your nose. I'll just put my tail under my nose and hold it there like a stand.
Everybody's now just like wailing at that because so far Mouse has been the one that's been so stoic, and just like everybody's looking out at you doing this funny thing and just bursting out laughing now. Like, and it's sort of helping this kid's like mood, even though he's like fake farted in front of everybody. He's now like a little bit more at ease that everybody's having a laugh.
Oh yeah, she's trying to look all serious and kind of like, keeping an eye on things. But like as she's drinking like her ale, she's getting like an ale moustache underneath her nose and whiskers. Got the foam, so she's lightening up a little bit.
Well, that's good then. Anybody else want to do anything?
While all this going on, the Stormcrow's just sitting there drinking his beer, and you can just hear him sort of, he's got his lute in his lap, and he's just gently plucking away at it, just making some tunes and just playing some songs. So sort of quite quietly in the background, just sort of sitting there and chuckling at everyone and just sort of shaking his head as though to go, this poor kid's going to have a fucking nightmare.
Well,
I'm gonna cast Eyes of Night at some point as well, so Emrys, Astrid, and Ulthanar can have 300-foot dark vision.
oh, nice. So everybody will be able to have that then.
So I think it'll be everyone that the kids then can see.
Nice. So, if everybody's done with that just now, we'll move on a little bit. With
Mhm.
Stormcrow playing his lute in the background, everybody's now in a cheery mood, having a few drinks, some food, a bit merrier chanting, a bit of a merrier atmosphere, music in the background. Just it's starting to make the night go a little bit quicker. To the point that after a few too many ales, you just get this kid coming up. He's like, "You guys are all right now." If you couldn't tell before, I was a bit nervous, but I like you guys. Uh, just sort of gets the drunk hiccups. This is like the second ale he's ever had. He's like, "Oh, excuse me." That was me this time.
Oh, by the way, I just want to point out that prestidigitation lasts an hour, so his fart smell lasted an hour.
For fuck's sake.
I didn't undo it.
So you kept the smell of farts in this little like camp for the last hour.
Yeah, directly emanating from this boy.
Fair dues. That's the way to keep this young lad motivated and not nervous at all. Keep him in a rotten egg smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do condone that. So the boys just now like, you guys, you're all right, but I need to drain the main vein, as they say. Sorry if that's a bit rude. He sort of looks over at Captain Astrid and Mouse. I do apologise.
Watch out for snakes.
Damn
Oh,
it!
yeah.
You also might want to check. You might have shit yourself.
It has been lingering.
I'll go out there. I'll go to the trees over there. Just I'm not
Just
going
be
to check.
careful, we can all see you.
I'm not going to do anything weird or that. Just sort of staring at Captain Astrid like, no. It just goes, blushes a little bit and just fucks off, runs towards these trees.
I turn to Nephilius and say, the fact that he said he wasn't going to do anything weird made it kind of weird, didn't it?
Certainly he did.
Aye, that's what I thought. And then go back to staring at the fire.
You should go chasing him, pretending you're after his snake.
Well, no. I've got other things on my mind.
That's a bit weird. You see Orthanar walking over. You could have phrased that a little bit better. But how's the fire,
True.
Romala?
It's burning.
Oh, you're standing for quite a bit.
As he gets kind of close to Ramala, he can probably hear that Ramala's just humming, just very quietly humming this one note. Just like a sort of...
Are you okay, my friend?
Eh? Oh,
Are you okay?
I am sound, Are you alright?
Yes, I'm good.
Aye, good.
Are you a bard also?
Me? No. I do play though, but I'm not as talented as Stormy Daniels.
Oh,
Don't you believe him? Heard him play violin before? He is a very talented musician. In fact, it paid for quite a few drinks for us one night when we were in one particular bar.
Oh shit! I'm gonna check my messages to remember the name of that bar.
What do you mean?
was a good...
That sounds a bit weird.
No, it was a good night. It was a good night. Played loads of tunes and the chicks were loving it, weren't they, Stormy?
We had a good night, to be fair. That was we definitely got paid well that night in more ways than one.
Oh, I see.
Aye,
Just
one of my favourite places to play, the Diddly Fiddler, actually.
That's the one in Jarlsenharsburg.
I'm so happy. Aye, Jarlsenharsburg, not the best town, but a good tavern, that one.
We had
I
we
need to-
had uh, we had a few good nights in there, my friend.
Aye, it was actually, it's good. Aye.
Now you guys need to send me this stuff so I can now put that into the fucking map somewhere like that.
We
That
literally
now-
agreed to make a ridiculous town and then make you have to do it.
Great, now that's in the canker. Fuck's sake. Oh, right, so you're going to need to send me that stuff because I want that town in the fucking... on the map somewhere. So, it's, you guys are going to need to play. Come on, let's whip out your musical instruments. Come on.
Aye, alright, son, alright. And I take out my viol that I got, which is by far the nicest thing I own. Romala's viol is actually in really, really good condition, and you can see it's well cared for. You can see it's an old instrument, but it's been well looked after. And as he plays a note on it, which is a sort of a high D note, it has a very like a mature, you know, that really mature old instrument kind of sound. It just sounds really rich and nice and kind of sad.
Like an old
as he plays.
Stradivarius sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a really, really pretty sound. And he starts to play in the key of D minor.
And as he pulls this out, Stormcrow puts down his lute and he pulls out his flute instead and starts playing that. Just sort of nothing too boisterous, just sort of a gentle sort of not sad, but just a sort of gentle tune that just sort of goes along with it, and nothing upbeat, nothing crazy, just a sort of gentle, sort of steady little song that's just nice and relaxing for everyone to listen to.
Are you matching each other, or is this more like you're trying to... I know you're saying you're doing it gentle, but is it sort of like... Are you outdoing Romala's viol, or are you just... Are you going both together at the same time?
Along together. There's nothing too hectic, nothing chaotic, just a nice sort of gentle tune that's just playing along.
Yeah, definitely more of a accompanying each other.
Yeah.
Like a duet. I imagine it's actually probably very pretty. Yeah.
And is this the key that Romala's playing? Is that the sort of... Would Uthanar sort of hear that as the tune you were...
Stormcrow's picked up on it and he's following Ramala's lead.
Yeah, would that still be the same sort of the chord that you were humming before, or is that just is it a coincidence? Is that?
Oh.
No, the humming. What we was doing.
I was
This is
going to ask that.
a tune that we picked up together that you can tell we played together before.
The humming that I was doing was in the same key as the tune we're playing, yes.
Right.
Nice.
It most certainly was.
So hearing this beautiful melody that the two of you have come up with, like, everybody can obviously tell that you've played together before, like you're saying, but there's something quite emotional behind it. You know, we can all sort of sense that there is this beauty behind what you guys have now created. You know, Stormcrow obviously can take the lead and can take direction from Ramala, and it's just everybody sort of has this little feeling behind them. It's like, oh, this is beautiful. You see sort of Urthanar entranced by the beautiful music, whereas Captain Astrid sort of sitting there on log, swaying to it so like so into it that she's like forgetting where she is, just staring at the two of you playing.
I would say as well, as it goes on, I settle back a little bit into more of a slightly more of a backing role, and let Stormcrow take the lead as he's the far better player. But as I sort of go back and start to play kind of root notes and just more chord progressions and stuff, I start to use prestidigitation to make the fire just slowly change colours as we're playing, just to greens and blues and reds, and just to make
You
a
change
nice.
it to sort of like an ambulite sort of thing,
Yeah,
going with the
just to go with the music, yeah.
going with the music. That's, you know what, that's.
And I just rolled performance check 14. So as it's going along, you can see that I'm sort of like, not sort of performing, not sort of showing off, but you can see that it sort of the way he is a bad is sort of taking over a little bit, and he's just flourishing a little bit and just sort of drawing everyone into the music a little bit.
Yeah, you can see that there's not crowds because you're a little bit too far away, but you do sort of see off in the distance that there are people sort of stopping and looking over and just, oh, nice, and wandering off because they're obviously a distance away. They're only sort of hearing you as a faint play because, as you said, you guys aren't playing it as loud and you're not being too out there. You're keeping it a sort of background music and like a close melody to sort of the people within your guard post. And as I say, you can see everybody sort of loving this, sort of feeling the emotion behind it. The other three, do you guys have anything towards the music that you would say?
I don't think I'd play anything, but I'll start humming along to it.
I was just meaning, like, how are you feeling about this? Like, the way they're playing this. Is there anything you guys are, like, doing whilst they're playing in the background? Like,
I'm definitely enjoying it, so I'll just start humming along in tune. Well, I think it's in tune, but Mouse probably can't sing.
I'm just gently swaying from side to side, like barely noticeable, but moving with the music.
keeping a stoic sort of.
Rubbing his dice, nodding along to the music.
So everybody's enjoying it then.
Has the
As
kid
you guys-
come back yet?
He's still taking the toilet break, we'll say. As you guys are sort of calming down on the music playing and stuff, you just hear a voice coming from the south. So just like from where the camp is, you say, "Oh, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful music." And you see this quite fragile looking old man walking up to you. He's human from the looks of it. Probably about 60s, 70s year old. Quite hunched over and decrepit looking old man. Quite a lot of purple on him, just like this purple robe and like the hood over him and just like glittering sort of like silver stars on his thing. Like he looks like a bit of a madman. He's coming over. It's beautiful music. Yeah, it's just, you two are so talented. Just pointing at Ramala and Stormcrow. Where did you hear that? Where did you make such music from?
I point to my temple. I say, "Come in here." I'm just gonna look at him.
Just looks at you like.
Stormcrow obviously is playing the flute, so he can't really say a lot, so he just sort of shrugs and sort of winks at the old man as though to say, "Just born with it."
Maybe it's Maybelline. Oh, but sorry. No,
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
I was just gonna say, maybe it's Maybelline.
Yes, you were a way to say it. I at least sang it in tune there. That's. We're not the same people.
I'm so happy that it got done though.
So this old man's sort of just looking at you guys and goes, Oh, it's beautiful. I, you deserve a gift. You're all doing so well. You're guarding us. I can't believe it. I got to listen to something so beautiful. Pick a card, any card. Go on.
Jesus.
He sort of snaps up to being a wee bit more like sprightly instead of this like hunched over old dude. Throws out this card, this lot of cards. Pick a, go on. You can see
Okay.
that he's quite mad looking, like this weird look in his eye.
Do I trust this guy?
He's
Same.
he's came from the Byzan caravan, so yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a piece of shit, and I'm from the Byzan caravan.
Well, you can roll an insight. You can roll an insight check if you want.
Okay, my insight's absolutely pissed. That would be a great big 5.
This guy doesn't seem to be bad or anything. He just seems to be an old man coming over to speak to you, and who's paid you compliments,
Okay.
and
Alright,
is
old
offering you a card to pick.
Well, I've got no reason to doubt this, and I go up and take one.
Okay. And he just sort of turns to everybody else. Go on, pick a card. Goes
I go
over
up and pick the next one.
Okie doke. Goes over to
Oh, sorry.
Stormcrow whilst you're playing.
Storm-
Pick a card.
Still playing his flute, so he just sort of looks at Nephilis and nods towards the old man and say, "Go on, you pick for me."
No. It doesn't work that way. You pick.
So he sort of grumpily puts down his flute and just under his belt. For fuck's sake, I was just getting into that.
It's music. You can play it again.
Picks a card, and then sits back down and picks up the flute and starts playing again. You can tell straight away he's like, "Nah, not enjoying this now," and stops within a few seconds.
Sorry. Walks over to Mouse and Emrys. Go on. Goes over to Mouse first. You pick a card.
I will pick this one, and I'll take the very bottom.
Okay, and he turns to Emrys. Oh. Just shuffles his deck a little bit again. Just right, now pick a card.
Everest kind of runs his finger across the cards.
Just one. You only pick one. Don't be greedy.
Very unsure of which one to go for. Just run his finger back and forth, and then just closes his eyes and goes, "This one."
Oh.
And takes one.
Okay. But the old man just sort of starts walking backwards from where he was. Like, he nearly walks into the fire. Like, the way he's going back. He's just like, enjoy your gifts. Puts the deck of cards away up his sleeve and just wanders off. Just outright ignored Urthanar and Astrid. Just you 5 he picked. And just
I'll
fucks
lean
off.
over to Astrid and be like, does he usually tag along on night shifts?
Who? What do you mean?
Well, he keeps quite out of character to be around this time of night.
I have no idea who you mean. What, the young boy? He's-
Don't worry, Moose. Me and Neffy have seen him around loads of times. We actually saved him from a swarm of kobolds a couple of weeks back when we were doing guard duty around here.
Oh, so you've seen him before?
Yeah, oh aye. Sure we have, Neffy.
Urthanar turns around. What are you guys on about?
The old man.
With the cards.
What old
Talking
man?
about, where's the kid gone? And she's like, I start looking about, like, I'm starting to get a bit worried now that there's a kid taking so long.
Urthanar's sort of looking confused. He's like, you guys are... What are you talking about, old man?
Through all this, Stormcrow sort of grumbling to himself like interrupting a fucking bard when he's playing music. What kind of fucking manners is this shit?
I did think it was weird you stopped playing. I think that he just sort of starts clanging his what do you call it, tankard a little bit. I think I need more of this. If you guys are seeing old men,
Oh, we need less. I'm a bit worried.
yeah. Nah, who knows? As you guys are all sort of looking at each other, thinking, "Why the fuck are they not seeing this old man?" You all
Do we
sort
all?
of turn.
Yeah, sorry.
You all sort of turn your cards to see what it is that you picked. Like you still have these in your hands, but for some reason, like Astrid and Orthanar just couldn't see this old man and couldn't see the cards.
Can they not see the cards if we hold them up and show them?
They seem to be completely blank towards seeing anything. Like it looks like to them you don't have anything in your hand.
So does
You
it
won't-
just look like I'm waving my empty hand around, or do they not
Yes.
even? Okay, right,
Like
cool.
Orthanar's looking at you like, what the fuck? He is a bit worried one. He's whilst he's pouring out another drink for himself and Astrid. You guys look at the cards that you've just pulled from this deck, and they're all completely blank. Just a white front on this card. You look on the back and you see the pattern on the back. It's quite a beautiful sort of yellowish colour, yellow, red, golden, it's beautiful tarot card from the looks of the back. Nothing on the front. Just a border on the front. Matching the same colours, but completely white on the front. And
That's not ominous at all.
the old man is nowhere to be seen now. Like, you guys have dark vision. You can see everywhere for about 300 foot. He's not there. It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it?
It is.
Mm.
Do you think we should keep hold of these?
I've already stuffed mine into my back pocket.
You've already stuffed yours into your
What's
back
the worst that
pocket.
could happen? I'm put it in a pocket.
You say that now.
What would
So-
happen if we cast it into the fire?
Cast it into the fire! Destroy it!
You can try casting it into the fire if you want.
Are we on Mount Doom? Can I do that?
You're on the plains of Endeavour. You can do whatever you want.
I'm going to fly. No, it's fine. I will put mine down the front of my armor again.
Yeah, just don't ask Neffy to go and get it for you.
I mean,
As
Hemorrhage traces.
Stormcrucies are putting a card to the front of her arm, he just goes, been waiting fucking years to try and get down the front of that armour, and some more man does it before me. With just a sort of smile at Mouse.
I'll give you away.
Yet again, because you guys are dealing with these cards, Astrid and Urthanar, while they're having their drinks, just looking at you like, what the fuck are they talking about? Bunch of weirdos.
As they say that, I kind of go over and stand with them and say, aye, what the hell are they talking about? Some old man cards. They're weird, aren't they?
Yes. Would you like a drink, Romala?
Aye, go on then. Go on, just a small one. Make it a big one, aye.
As Urthanar starts pouring out your drink, you just hear well, actually, can I get a perception check from Mouse?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if I click on the right thing, you might be able to. Oh, no, you cannot. That's a grand total of 8.
Ooh.
Can I have advantage?
If somebody wants to help you,
hello.
they could. You're wanting to help? On you go.
Yeah, go on. So does Mouse get advantage, or do I roll?
No, just you roll. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Crap, maybe I shouldn't have had. My perception is shit.
Oh, you can't be worse than an 8, and that's with a +5.
Three.
No, yeah.
Do you even know what?
He thinks he's beside a fire. That's
It was just me and Nicholas going, and I swear I saw him chasing something the other day.
yeah. It's just. That's how Neff doesn't know that Ramal was chasing a snake the other day because he couldn't see it. That's what.
He's 3
For
quarters.
someone who has
blind.
dark vision up to 60 feet, I'm blind as a bat.
Oh, that's funny as fuck because one of the guys in other campaign, he's an owlin, so he should have dark vision up to like 100 foot or something. You know, he's an owl person, and he chose to make his feet blind. He is a blind owl,
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
but he
That's
has like
good.
he has like tremor sense and stuff like that. But there's two things: he's an owl who can fly.
Yep.
But because he can't see where he's going, he is terrified of flying. So he has a fear of flying and can only walk places. He can sense people that are walking, but if he fights something that's in the air, he shits himself.
And obviously, yeah, if he goes in there, he can't see anyone or anything.
He can't see anything.
Man,
The only reason
I love this guy. This is the best player ever.
the only reason I never went a Graviturgy mage is because I thought if I start shifting everybody's weight and things like that, it is going to fuck his character over. So I had to go something else just to make sure that I didn't screw this guy over.
See, I would have done it just for that reason.
I really
that
wanted.
would change.
I really wanted to, but I still wanted to play the game. I didn't want to fuck off people that were already playing the game and then me being brought into the campaign. So I just thought, you know what, I'll be as nice as possible.
Very nice, yeah.
Yes.
He didn't want to ruffle any feathers.
No, exactly.
Yay!
Ba-doom-ts.
Oh,
And
so
for that,
happy right now.
you don't get inspiration.
Oh, shit.
But the old man might make another appearance and make Emrys draw a card.
Racist.
So, between the two of your perceptions, you hear a faint rustling to the north, to roughly where the young lad went about 5-10 minutes ago to the toilet.
I think he's
But-
finished shitting.
You can't tell. The rustling starts, but as soon as it starts, it stops. It was
We're
very
going to
quick.
have to go and check on him, aren't we?
I think so.
Maybe. Are the two of you going to go check on him?
Yeah, shall we have a wander up into the forest?
Yes, let's go.
Because that is obviously a wonderful idea.
Okay.
Mhm.
As you guys are walking away, Urthanar's still in the group. And where are you going?
To check on Archer Boy.
Ah, yes. He's been gone a while, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Ramala, what did you do to him?
Eh? What I said, son?
What are you doing to the young lad?
What young lad?
The boy you made fart early on.
I don't. Sorry, I don't remember seeing a boy.
Ah, too many drinks. I understand.
Like,
Okay,
like
just,
you see his eyes twitching a little bit as well as he's saying it. Like,
Okay. If you have a look, just keep in sight for me, please.
yeah.
Shout if you hear anything.
Will do.
You guys are going over to the wooded area. It's just about 60 feet away from the little camp that you've set up, looking for the young lad. Is there anything you guys want to do whilst you're looking for him? you just want to look for him?
Yeah, I'll just
Uh,
have a bit of a scout about.
Yeah, just look for him.
Make an investigation check for me then, one of you.
Ooh, well, I've got a dirty 20.
Oh,
Dirty 20. That's not too bad. You see the tracks as you're on the way to the forest bit, and you see like where his imprints are. So you start following that. Maybe about, say about two or three trees in, they're deep. You find the body of the young lad fallen on the ground. Can one of you make an investigation check for me, please?
Nev, do you want to roll this time?
yeah. Get 2.
Do an
Does he even
investigation.
trees? Can he find the
Lauren
ground?
lost mouse.
Neff investigates that he can see mouse. He
Stop
sees a
staring
tabaxi
at
in
me,
front of
look
him.
at the corpse.
I am
you
looking,
wa-
I can't see shit.
You walk over to the body of this young lad, and it looks like he's just died where he stood. He's died whilst going to the toilet. Looks like he's had a heart attack.
Oh, he's done Elvis.
I was just about to say that. I'm gonna look around for a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
It was a hamburger, was it not?
He used to scran peanut butter, fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches like all day, every day.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, that was his favorite.
Did they not say something like he had a tin of iron brew or something as well, like where he died as well?
No, he just literally just had a heart attack on the toilet. He wasn't eating.
Yeah,
He wasn't-
I was going to say, not all people who have heart attacks are Scottish and drink iron brew. God.
Listen, I'm allowed
racist.
to be racist to my own people, okay? That's
Yeah, that's true, to be honest.
how
So
many
Damn, I was wrong.
That's the worst kind.
self-racism is the best sort of racism.
Yes.
It's like, we're allowed to say it, you're not.
Yes, exactly. Right? Just like we're not allowed to bring up the fact that the Welsh shag. I'm not going to say anything just in case I'm in trouble.
Oh, look at the haggis fuckers are off again.
No. we fuck it then eat it. Right? That's how it gets its taste.
Yeah, we
it's true.
fucking just wanted to eat it.
Also, how it gets its taste.
Yes.
Yep.
Lamb shank.
That's how.
Anyway,
So
Thank you
glad
so
we're not
much.
doing this episode.
Mouse, I'll let you do an investigation on the body as
Yes,
well.
yes,
Just
please, mouse.
seeing as this happened.
Could I, yeah, I'll I best see if there's any signs that I could bring him back or anything. 14.
14.
Yeah, does he look dead, or does he look like kinda dead?
He is.
Mostly dead.
He is dead.
He's dead.
When, whilst you're looking over him, the two of you are looking over him, Nephilis sort of looks at him and just sort of sees, oh, he's died. And just something else takes his attention somewhere, like he's seen a rabbit, he's running somewhere, oh look, a rabbit. Whilst Mouse, who is a little bit more concerned at the fact that this young man has all of a sudden dropped dead, you start to look over him. You see that he's the direction of the body looks like he was on his way back to the small encampment. He doesn't look like he's been...
Oh, so he had his pants up then. That's at least.
He had his pants up. Don't worry, his tackle's not out. That's he looks like he was on his way back to you guys. Nothing looks like there's no weapons drawn or anything like that. Doesn't look like he's been attacked by anything, or like it doesn't look like he's been panicked, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
But as you're inspecting his body, you're checking every part of him that's sort of exposed, just in case he's maybe touched something or anything like that. And at the base of his neck, on the left hand side, you find a dart, a small dart, embedded into his throat. And you can see that from where the dart is, there are dark marks coming from where it's hit.
Almost like
You
like
can
it's
tell
going into his veins.
it's went into his veins, and you can tell that he's been poisoned. This is a poison dart.
Could we tell from where it was fired?
You can't tell. You can't even tell that his body that he's dead. That's
That's fair.
no. It's from where it is. From where his body has sort of landed, you could sort of have a small, like inkling roughly where it was, like where he was going. But there's not too much. You look on the ground and you see that there's sort of like the leaves and stuff that's on the ground. It's he hasn't just instantly dropped there. It's maybe pulled himself forward a little bit or writhed on the ground a
Okay,
little bit. So it's
he altered
not,
his position.
Yeah, that's what the trembling in the bushes obviously
Right.
was before.
We should
Ah,
Is
take
there
his body back to camp quickly.
That's what I was just about to say.
You're bringing his body back to camp.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna keep an eye open behind us as we're lifting him up.
Yeah, I'll pick him up and carry him because apparently I can't see where we're going.
You're the what do you call it? You're the pack mule of the two of you at the moment.
Yeah.
That's fair. As you guys have picked up the body, you're making sure you're keeping as far away from this dart as possible. Like you're making sure that the way you pick the body up. Actually, give me a strength check for that, please.
Ah, shit.
Shit, maybe I should have done it.
Yeah.
I'll
I
let
have
you.
-1 in
I'll let you
strength.
two roll together with it.
Oh, 17.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all right.
You're just gonna let Neff do it. That's
yeah,
fine.
I'll let Nick do it. I'll keep an eye open. I'll make sure that we're not being filmed or spied on.
That's a good one. Right. So, Neff, you just pick this young lad's body. Now, remember, he is quite a tall lad, but very stringy, very, like, he looks like he's malnourished. So it's not it wouldn't have been too difficult a DC to pick him up, but you just sort of woof right up onto your shoulders, making sure that the dart is pointing away from you at all points.
Yeah, fireman carry over the shoulder.
Yeah, you're trying to make sure you're not touching skin as well, just in case anything's comes off of him. Like you're making sure that you're keeping yourself protected at all points. You're basically trying to make sure you're condomed. As you guys are walking back to the camp, Mouse, give me one more check. Give me 2 seconds just so I can see what it is.
Perception?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Nope, I can't see. Shit, that's a 9.
9. Right. Give me a dex save, please.
Me as well, or just mouse?
Just mouse at this moment in time.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That would be a grand total of 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okie
Mouse is
doke.
dead.
Mouse isn't dead at this moment in time.
You all.
Right. 2 seconds just so I know how to do this.
Uh-oh.
What would everybody like next? Shall I make Nick's come back, or shall I roll a brand new character?
No, don't worry, you're fine, you're fine. I'm just trying to remember everything that... like, I've got it all written down, but
Just
I'm
need
still
to know where
forgetting.
you've written it.
Like I say, I've got it all written down, but I'm just trying to fucking see what it was that I was doing again.
It's right, no rush.
No rushing.
That's what Gareth said about the playlist.
He didn't let you put rush in?
Well, he said he allowed us to keep it. Since I said they were my favourite band in the world, I was allowed one song.
I was going to say there's definitely Rush on there because I heard Tom Sawyer earlier.
I did as well. It's quite enjoyable.
I can play. That was the first song I ever learnt to play beat for beat all the way through on the drums.
Oh, nice.
Mine on I played the bass a little bit, so mine on the bass was Love Cats by The Cure.
Oh, that's such a good song.
Right, I'm going to go out for a quick ciggy. I can still hear, but you might not be able to hear me.
Okay, well, just before that, sorry. Just before.
Yeah, no,
Can you make a con save for me, please?
a con save.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Poison.
Oh, that's better. That's a 21.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you're walking back to the camp, Mouse, you just feel this hit on your throat. Start at the opposite side of where it was that you got hit before, where the young lad got the base of your neck, but your fortitude, with you being a cleric, you just sort of you concentrate and you push. You sort of you feel this burning sensation coming down your side and sort of going towards your heart, and you could just your sheer will and powers and faith sort of burn the feeling out of you, and you feel the healing touch of your god. You are not poisoned, but I need to see how much does a dart do?
D4.
D4, yeah. Could you take a D4? No, it's me that's got to roll that. Fucking idiot. Rolling a D4 for you. I'm rolling it through Urthanar, by the way, just because he's the closest one. So. Oh.
Oh,
So,
would be.
Mouse, you take 4 damage, and whilst you're going out for a cigarette, I will let everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, I'll kind of like reach out to Neff and kind of be like, oh, shit.
Oh,
You sort
fuck.
He didn't
Shout
see a
out.
fucking thing though.
He didn't. He's like, oh, somebody's behind me.
I wonder who that is.
So you're basically halfway back to the camp at the time you've been hit, and you're just like, ah! Everybody sort of hears you, and we're rolling initiative for this whilst you're going for a fag.
Just quickly, mine's an 18.
18. Okie doke. So
Oh, here we go. First
18.
initiative.
Gareth, what was yours again there? I just seen it pop up, but it's gone.
23.
23. 16 for Neff.
Yep. Woohoo, dexterity, something I'm moderately good in.
Yay! Not as good as Biden though.
Fuck no. He's got plus 5.
Does he?
Yeah,
Max.
yeah, I've maxed my dex.
Man, there's a feat called Alert that adds 5 to your initiative. It's fucking ridiculous, man. So many of like my other players have taken it in different campaigns and stuff. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's like, who was it? Is it Kara's character has something like a plus it's like 10 or something, or plus 11 in initiative? It's fucking stupid.
That's insane.
Right, so I just need yours, Ramala, and yours, Emrys.
6.
I got 6 as well.
Rollies.
Who's-
You want to do rollies?
I didn't hear what you said.
Or do you want to do rollies, or are we doing it based on your decks, or how do you want to do it?
Just rollies it.
Okay, cool. I got an 18 on rollies.
Was I just rolling a d20?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for you've not watched Critical Role. Yeah, rollies. Yeah,
12.
roll it.
Right, so I'll just change yours to 18 and yours to 12 then, is it?
No, well, the way it works is it just means I go for him, but our initiative is 6, but it's just me before him.
Aye. Right, hold on, let's see if I can move this. Right, so I'll change yours to 7, Ramala, because it won't let me just move
Ah, right, yeah.
move things.
That's cool.
While she's out having a cigarette, I will quickly nip to the toilet.
Yeah,
Have
I'm
a
gonna go.
poo.
I'm gonna go for a quick pee as well.
Have a good
You don't-
poo.
You don't want to know what I'm away to do. If I don't come back, then my own storytelling has fucked me over. 2 seconds.
Okay.
Guys, I'm so excited for WrestleMania. I might actually scream right now and wake both my kids up.
Right.
Honest to fuck, man. I'm so excited. SmackDown tonight. Hey! I bet there'll be fights. You know, in wrestling. There's never usually fights in wrestling. Did you hear that, by the way?
Yeah, what was that?
I just played guitar, but I didn't know if you would hear it. I've been playing it like very
It's going to be
quiet.
awesome.
Eh?
Mania is going to be awesome.
It's gonna be fucking insane. It's gonna be so good. Like, I really want to stay up for it, but I can't justify it.
I can't really, but I am. I've now got both the boys tomorrow night.
Oh no.
So,
I hope you don't get any more pizza in your drink.
that was awful.
Dude,
It was
oh my
soapy
god.
as well.
The child
I
would
almost
have been.
had to be sick when you fucking messaged that. Like,
Yeah, that proper made me urge.
yeah,
My-
like
My
I
child
physically
would have been
gagged.
kicked out.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Once I got
Nah,
over it,
man.
it was funny as fuck. But oh,
The other thing is you're actually doing a good thing by doing this because you're gonna put people off having kids. Which is the biggest service you can do to any friend you have. The amount of friends that have told me that I have single-handedly put them off ever having kids is quite a compliment until they told me it's because my kids are ugly as fuck. I'm only joking. That never happened. The last bit never happened. No, unfortunately, it's kind of annoying. My kids are so cute, but they're such little bastards, and I want to hate you, but I can't. Ooh, battle map. Alex,
Ooh.
let me check.
Ooh. Oh no, it's the dead kid.
Yes, the dead child that is over the back of
Oh, I see.
Nephilis.
Oh yeah, I see.
So,
Just about. If the fucking faces would move.
so you guys that know, have you guys used Roll20 before? A few of you.
No.
I
I
have
haven't.
just a couple times, but I'm not great with it.
Yeah, so basically, like, to the left of you, you've got a bar of things you can do. There's a pointer that can let you select and move your character, so just like whatever squares and that you're wanting to go to. They've got one that's a ruler, so if you guys are wanting to do like see how far you've got, you can take from your character and sort of go to the other squares to count. So every square is like what we've done before. Is everyone's 5 foot.
Yeah.
Which seems quite a lot on this. Seems quite a lot on this map. But when you think about, like, you can get 30 feet, like, you are quite central sort of thing. And
Sorry,
you can see everybody else's ruler as well. So we could see everybody that Sean wanted to try and pew there.
Oh no, how do I remove the square? Oh,
You
God.
can't. It's there forever.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. No, fuck off. I don't want it to be there forever.
You can also draw as well.
There we go. I got rid of it for you.
Oh! Oh, thank God. So what you're saying is I can
Thank
just
you
do
kindly.
anything I want and you'll fix it for me.
No.
Okay.
No. That's not what's going to happen.
You can also click on your character and use the directional button to move them around, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's if you're on PC and that. Like I say, this is a little
Yeah.
bit janky for people who are on iPads and who are on tablets and phones and stuff like that. So if it's not properly working for you, if you just tell me, I'll move you wherever you want to go.
As long as I'm
but-
zoomed in so I can avoid the faces, I can like see and move shit. But
Oh,
I think the
that's
next
fine.
time we do this, I will be on my PC.
Good. Oh, I wonder who that is that's writing stuff.
Oh, who's done that? That's immature.
And you know a really good feature on it as well? Everybody has their own colour on it. So you know who the colour is.
Oh, well, who's that
So it's
colour?
easier to be racist.
Who's
Yes,
that?
exactly.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Oh, I
how
can't
we
do
do
it.
it here.
Ah, there we go. Aye, I wonder who that was. That's
Yeah. Yes. I wonder who that was.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're so mature.
I don't even want to do the fight anymore. Do this all night.
You're just wanting the interactive map, is that what it is? Is that?
It's fucking amazing.
That's all it
Right, yeah.
took all this time.
So all my weeks of making this map and things like that is now just, is that us? Is that's it? Fine, guys. Get Gims up the pulley now. That's it. That's us.
No, I'm behaving.
I don't even want to know who Purple is. Who's made a purple-headed warrior there?
I know. I'm spreading everyone's names out so I can see who's what colours.
I can't because I'm literally within a little fucking square of this here. Oh, I need to change
Also,
that actually.
Gareth is brown, which is the colour of poo.
Oh god, he's way make a racist tirade or something.
He's a wee bitch jobby.
Right.
Fun.
Okie doke. So,
Um,
when, as Mouse is now on having taken some damage, and I'm assuming shouted out, there's just been this cackling that you hear from the forest of, well, we fucking got them. Come on, boys. And you see, stepping out of the woods are these 5 figures. 3 hobgoblins, from the looks of them. This orc, giant beast of a man, seems to be the one calling the shots, and this young human coming from the ruins, small ruins that are just to the north. But none of them seem to be sort of ranged. Seems as though Stormcrow's the first up. Is there anything you want to do first before you make a move?
Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do from the distance they are away. I don't think.
Oh, you've got movement. That's
Yeah. So what I am going to do actually, okay, is I am going to use one of my cantrips.
okay.
I'm not actually going to do that yet because it won't be any good for me to use yet. But give me 2 minutes. Right, so all I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to move forward. So you can move because I'm not sure which one's me, mate. So just move forward. Okay.
You're the purple one. You're that one there.
I am that one, okay. So I'm going to move myself forward there and just run forward and just put myself just to cover Mouse and just stand behind him just to sort of cover him.
Okie doke.
That's
Is
all
that
I'm
your-
going to do. That's all
That's
I'm
all
going to
you're
do.
gonna do? You want to hold an action or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll hold my action.
Okay, well, you want to use it for? You want to hold a cantrip or a spell or
Maybe both.
maybe both?
You need to say which action you're holding before you do it.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I'm going to be holding a cantrip.
Okay. I'll let you go for that then. Seeing as though we're thinking a wee bit. So, is that your turn up, yeah?
Yeah, that's me done.
Right, so the next one that's up is one of the hobgoblins. Now he has a speed of a thing of 40 feet. So that is this one here, and he is going to move 20 feet up to Stormcrow, having seen him dart forward. And he's going to take a lovely little unarmed strike.
While he goes to do that, I'm going to reach my hand forward, use my Blade Ward cantrip.
Nice.
Nice.
That's fancy.
So that one is. What does Blade Ward do again?
I get resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks for the next until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
Okie doke. So that would be half on this. So make an attack. Oof. 24, does that hit?
It does.
Right. So that. 4 plus 3 is 7. That's half. So Stormcrow takes 3 bludgeoning damage because you're resistant to it. So that takes a half.
Okay.
Yeah, that does half it, doesn't it, Sean?
Yeah, get resistance on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was reading spells.
So with that, Stormcrow takes 3, and the Hobgoblin takes his damage from Blade Ward, does it? No.
No, I don't think so.
No, it doesn't take any damage. It just gives me resistance until the end of my next turn.
That just does that, right? So he can take that, and he's going to use his Shadow Jaunt, so he can move. Basically, he can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. So he's going to just come in, do this little fucking unarmed strike on you, and then he's going to teleport himself back towards his friends.
Cheeky bastard.
Back to there. Just so that he's not in range. So we'll get to the next one. And that's another Hobgoblin. And can you guess what he's away to do?
He's gonna hit Stormcrow.
No.
Oh,
He's going to move there. It's 40 feet. You can only just be outside of Mouse and Stormcrow. So this one is going to use a dart attack on Mouse. Again. A 18, does that hit?
It does indeed.
It does. Mouse takes another 4 damage. Piercing damage. And the same thing, he's going to Shadow Jaunt himself back as well. Closer to his pals. Back to his Orc Captain and say,
This one.
Boss, you see me? I got her. Fucking hell, move on, move.
Question for the DM.
Yes?
Would Stormcrow, I don't know because he teleported, but would Stormcrow not have got an attack of opportunity on the one that's teleported away from him?
Does Stormcrow have that? Do you have attack of opportunity?
You wouldn't get it with a teleport.
No.
Ah, okay.
No.
It needs to be them moving away from you. So teleport, or
Okay, that's right.
if something pushes them as well, you don't get the attack of opportunity in that.
Okay, I was just wondering, that's all.
Okie doke. So that'll be that Hobgoblin's done. He's made the attack on Mouse and pulled himself back. And it's the Bandit Captain's turn now.
Bastard.
So basically, he's going to hold himself back because he doesn't want to be too much in the fight. He's going to stay where he is and hold an attack against you guys. Just throwing orders at, right, come on, you lot, fucking get them, and just like waving his scimitar around, like he's a fucking charged captain. You know, fucking get them.
Was that
Holding
this
it.
chap?
That's. Hold on. There is a button I can press that can.
I think it's the one behind the Hobgoblin
Yeah.
that's just moved.
There's a
Yeah.
ping button, isn't there?
There is a ping button somewhere. Somebody just.
I
hit it
just
now.
saw something ping. Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That is him.
Who's
That's
pinging?
the captain.
I'm pinging.
How are you doing it?
Left mouse button, hold down.
Ah, yes. Hey!
Am I pinging?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
hideaway!
For fuck's sake.
Right, sorry.
I'm glad somebody knows how to use this. I don't. Because usually when I use this, right, I'm Rob in this situation. The guys that I play with, they've all got little laptops and stuff like that, so they know how to do all this stuff. I do it from my phone when I'm with them, and I basically just ask them, like point at the big fucking TV that's on, and say, "Can you move him up to there, please? Thank you." Like that's literally how my fucking day goes with them. So
I know how
that's
to do a few things on it, but not everything.
well, you could teach me later on.
This is
And-
literally my first time using it with a laptop, so it's like sort of, oh shit, I can do this.
Yes.
Because every other time I've used it, I've been using it on a phone as well, or a tablet. And it was just like, nah, I'm not a fan of this. But
So
with a
we're-
laptop,
So we're all the same essentially then, with it.
yeah.
Right. So, Mouse, it's your turn now.
Okay.
That's you there, Mouse. I just pinged you.
This one, yeah.
You're the one that looks like Mouse.
Funny that. Right, I am going to clutch the little amulet that's attached to my belt, and I'm going to cast Twilight Sanctuary. So for a 30-foot radius all around me, anybody who ends their turn in this radius will have temporary hit points each round.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes. You get a 1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points each round. And I'm going to
Nice.
stay where I am, hiding behind Stormcrow. And I get 4 points back, yay! Temporary points.
Question:
Yes.
would that include the? I take it that the hostile creatures won't get that.
That is not the hostile, no,
Not the
just
hostiles,
us
yes.
in that area.
I just thought, because you know sometimes it comes up and it's like, oh, creatures within there, so it's like, oh, the wording of that,
No.
creatures within.
It's people that I choose. No.
Nice.
So was it D6 plus 2, yeah?
Yeah, 1d6 plus 2 at the end of your turn, and that is every.
At the end of your turn, Storm. So it's.
Yeah.
Is that your turn, Mouse?
Yeah.
Are you moving or anything like that? Or are you just staying where you are?
No, I'm staying where I am.
Staying where you are. Right, that's fine. Now, this gentleman that's coming up next is one who is up in the trees, who may not have been seen. And why is that not fucking playing? Oh no, it's because you got hold. I was double clicking that there. There's a nice little archer up in the trees who's been covering his pals. So he's going to use his hand crossbow. Is that 120 foot? So he can basically get anybody he wants with that. And he's going to take a shot at Emrys. He's going to take a shot at the big guy.
Fuck, he's brave.
He's very brave. And he can do it as well. 22?
Hits.
Oh.
Oof. Emrys takes 7 damage. So as sort of all this is happening, everybody's starting to get the what do you call it, alert as to what's happening. Emrys just feels this hit in the back of his shoulder, just this dart coming out of this crossbow bolt just slams into the back of his left shoulder, sort of knocking him around a little bit. He's just looking around, where the fuck's that from? Can't see anybody properly at this moment in time. His spies now went and hugged himself back into the trees with a 17 with a stealth. And that's going to be his turn. That's bringing Neff. It's your turn next.
Wait. I'm pretty much going to stay where I am. And I'm going to draw my rapier, do some fancy shit, point it handle first at the commander dickhead who's waving everyone else to go forward, and fire an Eldritch Blast out of the handle.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Although you are contractually obliged to call it
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I like that.
Oof. Go for it then.
And that is... Oh, fuck, 13.
Oof. Misses.
Fuck.
So as you fire this Eldritch Blast from your rapier, as you like unsheath in just like one solid motion, just Eldritch Blast, both, as if it's like a Harry Potter wand. It just sort of, you've unleashed your bolt just a little bit too quick, and it just soars past the bandit captain.
Fucking asshole. In that case, I will just...
I just said premature Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. All over the place. Didn't hit his target.
Happens to all of us, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You get to a certain age.
Pardon me. I'm just going to end my turn where I am and get those D6 plus 2 points from Mouse's spell.
Yeah, go for it then.
And next turn, if you roll more, then you will always get the highest temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, thank you. And I rolled a 5, so that's 7.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, and after that, it's Romala's turn.
Right, okay. Oh shit, there's people coming at us. Oh fuck. Okay. So I have 25 feet of movement. So I'm gonna move that. Oh, no, wait, that's not it. No, wait, right. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Fuck it, man.
I'll go back to where I was. Second. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay? So then I'm heading. But as I'm running over there, I'm going to take a pot shot at this motherfucker. So I'm going to try and hit him with a firebolt.
Okay, that was... Who was he? He was C, wasn't he? Yeah. Okay, go for it.
I rolled a 24 to hit.
That obviously fucking hits. Roll damage.
Oh, fuck, I rolled real nice on damage too. 9 points of fire damage.
Oof.
That's 2 very nice rolls.
That's very good.
Also, hang on, I'm just going to double check. There's a thing I want to do, but I think I'm not close enough to do it. Yeah, I'm not close enough to do it. So, just with that, I just noticed there's people there. Oh, fuck, here they come! And I just start sprinting towards those rocks for cover and just fire off a shot towards the hobgoblin.
Yeah, so as you do that, have you got a staff or that? No, you've not got.
Oh no, actually, yes, a fair point. So as I do this, I don't know if anyone else would notice at this stage, but I raise my left hand towards him, palm first, and out of my left hand, out of the center of the palm, a very, very bright, like almost white but clear kind of crystal sort of emerges from my hand, and I shoot fire straight from it towards him. And now this crystal on my left hand is now sticking out. But I'm not sure if anyone else would have seen it in the battle, but that's what happened.
Well, everybody's still just basically just got attacked, so everybody's like, you might have
Right.
Neff might have maybe noticed that.
Oh well, he's been in loads of fights with me already. On
Yeah.
the guard duty that we've done, so he's seen it before.
Realistically, I
Shit.
would say that everybody else is a little bit distracted by like the
Yeah.
attack that's happened, and Emrys is just like, oh fuck, somebody's attacked me. So
Yeah,
at this
exactly,
moment in
yeah.
time, I would say that during the battle, no. At
Okay,
this,
that's cool.
not right now. They would notice it.
Perfect.
The only two people who probably would have noticed it are nowhere near you at the moment. They are in the middle of the battlefield.
Yeah,
Like, everybody
exactly.
else's perception is just dog shit, essentially. Their passive perception,
Yeah.
and that's including the two that I created as well for this.
But
Is that
yeah,
everything?
That's my turn.
That's
Yep.
your turn. So as you guys have seen, he's blasted this fire, and it's Emrys's turn next.
First of all, Emrys is going to reach round, feel where he got hit with the arrow, get some of the blood on his hand, wipe it across his face. And then he's going to move, if I can figure out how to do that on my phone. Which I can't work it out.
If you just sort of ping where you want to go, I can move him for you.
I don't know how to ping.
There,
There.
that's you want him to move there.
Yep.
Okay.
And then from there, I should be able to. I'm going to launch one of my light hammers at the captain guy
Oh, nice.
while just growling at him.
Perfect. Right,
That's 23 to hit.
that fucking hits. Roll for damage.
8 damage.
8 damage. So, as you take the attack from before, as you say, you grab the thing, the bolt, smearing the blood all over you. Just everybody else sees this giant of a man just bolt instantly into the middle of the battlefield and just in one fluid motion grab a hammer from your belt and just wham. It comes out your hand quicker than you were able to even try and grab the thing, and it just flies across this battlefield, and you just hear it clang off the head of this orc captain. Just this fucking boom. Oh, what the fuck? Get him! Get the big one! Anything else that you want to do?
That's it. I just need to roll for the temporary hit points. Was it a d6 plus 2?
Yep.
D6 plus 2, yeah.
Yeah.
That's 7. Sweet.
Nice.
Wait.
So that's brought you back up to full health, essentially, isn't it? So,
Yep.
for now. What? Who said that? That's your turn. So, we have Hobgoblin A next.
Well,
And
his
he-
parents were very lazy in naming it.
They were. That is why he has joined a gang. Okay, this is like, this is why he does this. So this
What happens,
one's
guys.
What's the best
Yes.
A's for Aaron as well?
oh, it's going to be a really like douchey one as well. You know, like fucking
It's not even Aaron. It's going to be Aaron.
Aaron. Yes, Aaron. That's what it is. Aaron the Hobgoblin.
Aaron.
That's- that's how lazy his parents were, just to try and make it rhyme. So that. Funnily enough, he does have a beard that seems to be weirdly shaped, and it's like the mustache is like curled round. And he's wearing a lot of tweed, which is weird for somebody who's a bandit. Essentially, that's. This one is just going to shadow jaunt his way right up to the big man, thinking that he can take he can take him. And he's going to unarmed strike at Emrys. An 11.
Nope.
Okay, so Aaron the Hobgoblin just fucking teleports magically in front of Emrys and just sort of like comically karate chops and like hiya! Fucking smacks you in the stomach, and in doing so, it's like you hear a crack coming from his wrist as he as his hand smashes off of your like rock hard like Goliath abs, and you just hear him and he tries to run back. He's away, just that's his attack. He is now embarrassed. And he's away to try and move himself back towards his friends.
Is he moving or doing that shadow thing?
He's moving. He's already used his shadow thing. He's away trying.
So I get an
move.
attack. An attack of opportunity.
Go for it.
I'm gonna swipe him with the great axe. 9 to hit.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Nah.
So as after his comical attack on you fails, you just Emrys sort of looking at him like he's just a puny. Oh, is that all you've got? Takes his swing up with his battle axe and launches it down just a little bit too late because Aaron the Hobgoblin has just moved himself back, scurried back towards his friends as quickly as he could to try and run away with the embarrassment of showing off his karate chopping that nearly broke his own wrist. And that will be his turn for the evening so far. And that brings us to Astrid's move. So Astrid is going to move herself over. She gets 30 feet, doesn't she? So she's going to move herself over to there. And she's going to use her longbow and attack. What the fuck was that? Is that somebody outside my window or something, is it? Thought I heard something. She's going to make an attack on the human over by the ruins. Which is... I'm trying to fucking... I've got about 3 pages or something thinking up here, so I need to keep clicking back and forward to see what's what at the moment.
A lot of shit.
There's a lot of shit. She's going to use her longbow, and that hits 21. And she's going to do 9 damage to Spy B. Beyonce, we're going to call her.
Queen Bee.
Yeah, Spy B. Who runs the world, girls? No, sorry, that's my best Beyonce impression.
It's really accurate.
I know.
thought-
10 out of 10.
Yeah. I thought I was really good at voices before.
I
but,
honestly
know,
thought she was DMing for a moment then.
So did I. Like, she'd probably do a better job, to be honest. But still, that's fucking. Should put on a good show for you. That's. Astrid's going to stay there, and what's the hit points again?
1d6 plus 2.
1d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
She gets 5 temporary hit points. Way to go, Astrid. Girl power and all that. Women helping women, sorry. That's what that is. That's a situation like that. Good on you. And it's Beyonce's turn. So she is now going to move. How far could she move? So she's going to move close to Astrid, having taken offence to this attack. And she's going to use her own hand crossbow to try and attack Captain Astrid. and that fails because that's a 6. So the bolt just flies out of her hand crossbow, doesn't even come near Astrid. She's the girl, the Beyonce's still reeling from this heavy fucking attack from Astrid's longbow and just tries to take an attack too quick.
You suck, Beyonce.
Yes, exactly. I say the same thing, but apparently that's the wrong thing to say because Beyonce is the queen.
Oh,
No, she sucks.
would it have hit if
Stop
she
the
aimed a
Beyonce
little bit
fans.
more? Would it have hit if she aimed a little bit more to the left?
Well, everything they own is in this box to the left. You know, that's maybe a case. So it's Uthanar's turn. The big warrior is last. So he's going to move 30 feet. He's going to come in beside you guys, beside the dead body of the kid. Just look over and go, oh damn. That's unfortunate. And he is going to take out one of his hand axes. Or is he? What have I actually got with him? Yes. He's going to take out one of his hand axes and just lob it at 60 foot. I've got. He's going to lob it at the little goblin that's in front of the captain. 22, I'm assuming that will hit. Goblin C. Yep. 22.
What does the goblin see?
Well, a big fucking axe coming at his head at the moment. That's what he's seeing at this moment in time. Uthanar just seeing the dead body of the kid, just sort of turns and grabs out one of his hand axes. You bastards! And just throws and catches Goblin C directly sort of in the chest where like its armor would be, its leather armor, and just catches it right there and drops him to the ground with this damage. Just
Poor goblin.
Captain. Colin the Hobgoblin. Yes, good. I'm glad somebody else is going for it. And with Uthanar's turn done.
Oh my god, would he be cobbling?
Coblin.
Yeah, he'll be cobbling these nuts. Sorry.
That's 7 temporary hit points for Uthanar, and it's now back to Stormcrow's turn.
So, is Coblin the Hobgoblin dead?
No, Coblin the Hobgoblin isn't dead. Not yet. He's just sort of
Fuck him up, Storm.
he's just sort of taken a knee because he's just been like it's caught the hand axe is like caught him where like his lung is essentially, like it's just embedded into his chest.
In that case, give me 2 seconds. Let me just check something. Yep. What I'm going to do here then, okay, is I'm going
You're
to
the
launch
other one.
my attack of returning at him.
Coblin.
At Coblin, yeah.
Yep. On you go.
15.
15. That hits. Just. Roll damage for me.
So, Coblin can take 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Oof. Oh, you've really hurt him now. You're all bullying Coblin.
He's the only one I can hit. In my
So-
defense.
So describe what's happening as you launch this dagger at Coblin.
So, to see that this dagger sort of flicks out of Stormcrow's sleeve, and in one motion just underhands it, and you can see it's something he's been practicing a long time. It just flies through the air, and just as the Captain Hobgoblin shout in his instructions, Goblin just spins round with a dagger sticking out of his eye.
Oof. Coblin is now down one fucking lung and one eye at this point, just taking damage. He's just like, oh, sir, help! He's just like the captain is now looking at him like, oh shit, thank fuck you're in front of me, and just
Days of the Mondays.
yeah. Well, it might be. I can't remember what day it is at the moment because I had to make a fucking calendar, and trying to make a fucking lunar calendar with 3 moons is a fucking nightmare. So just
You're the one that made it have 3 moons.
no,
Got
I
nobody to
didn't.
blame it yourself.
No, technically it was Rob that made it 3 moons. Okay, like, that's just what I'm going for on this. It is Rob's fault.
Problem.
That's my fault.
All right, yeah, we'll blame Rob then.
He made a lovely fucking story that ended up becoming a moon god and things like that, and there was 3 characters in it, so it only made sense to have 3 moons. Anyway, Stormcrow, is that your turn?
So, would two-handed fighting would count with this, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a light weapon as well.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
got another dagger
Dagger.
and 17.
17 to hit, yep. So who's it you're throwing at? Coblin again.
Run again. And he's going to take 6 points of stabby damage.
Jesus Christ. Are you aiming for the other eye this time?
Yeah.
Who's this about to ask?
So as Coblin takes the first dagger to the eye, turning around and says, "Sir!" And he's like, "Oh, glad you're in front of me." The orc captain just turns him back around, and as he does, the next dagger comes flying through and catches him in the in his last eye. I was ready to say second eye there, but you only really get 2 eyes if you're a hobgoblin. And just turns back around and just like, why? As he's now like bleeding out. He's still standing, but he's still he's took
How
an
the fuck
axe
is
to
he
the.
still alive?
He is a residuant coblin. Okay, that's. He now has an axe in his chest, and like, has anybody watched Disenchanted?
Yeah. Yes,
He is
I know
that-
exactly.
No.
He is basic. Like, YouTube it if you can. There is an ogre that takes 2 daggers to the eyes. Like, just YouTube it when you get a minute.
Is that from Elfo as well?
Okay.
Yeah, it's from Elfo as well. It was Elfo who done it. Yeah, so you would basically see what Stormcrow's basically done to this poor hobgoblin that's just trying to make a living off of killing you. Is that your turn? Is it?
Well, he should. Well, basically, he's the living example of fuck around and find out, really, isn't he? So, yeah, that's
Exactly.
my turn.
Okay, roll your d6 plus 2.
Oh, yeah. Plus 2.
Get those hit points, baby.
7.
Nice.
So remember, temporary hit points don't stack.
Don't stack.
No,
Hmm.
I
but
know you. I know you don't have
can-
any. Yeah.
So do they need to re-roll
You re-roll every round,
and you
and then
change it
obviously
to
just take
what it is?
higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okie doke.
Ah, so I only like replace them if I roll higher than 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or,
Exactly.
or if you
Okay.
if you've lost them beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Stormcrow's turn. It's now Boblin the Goblin. It's his turn. He's looked and seen what's happened to his brothers, his little brother from you guys, and just looking and say, "Oh God, revenge!" Oh, I've just opened something else up. Fuck, that's why I hate having 2 fucking screens all the time. So he's away to run over to Stormcrow, the one that threw the 2 daggers into his little brother's eyes, and he's away to multi-attack. He's going to use 2 unarmed strikes against Stormcrow. So a 23. Does that hit?
Yep.
And
No.
hold on. I don't trust that. That's So a 23 and an 8.
23 and
23
8. So the
hits.
20.
23 will hit, but the 8 will miss, I'm assuming.
Correct.
So he's done 7 bludgeoning damage to you. Is that still halved? Do you still have...
No, because it wouldn't have counted anyway, because Blade Ward only counts with... and that's till the end of my next turn, so I just lost it.
Yeah, so that's what I was meaning, was that...
So yes, take 7 points of damage.
Yeah, take 7 points of damage for that.
So.
Which is basically the temporary hit points you just got, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, I'll take that.
Yeah. So, Boblin the Goblin running up, screaming, "Ah, you hit my little brother!" And just clomps you over the head with one of his fists, and just as he's sort of bringing his left around for like an uppercut, you just sort of stumble back a little bit from the attack, and just his uppercut just completely misses, and as he does, he sort of stumbles that little bit. That's going to be the end of his turn, because you can only take 2 moves. The last one was the Shadow Jaunt and that, but it was there. Pardon me. Coblin the Goblin is now up. And he's just sitting there absolutely dying from the attack. But with the senses that he sort of has within him, he's going to make one last minute move and throw a dart towards Stormcrow. From the rough estimate of where he is, even though he can no longer see, he is going to make it. He's just going to try and just lob it at you, even though his brother is in the way.
That's got to be a disadvantage.
Oh, don't worry, it's a way to be a disadvantage. It doesn't make much of a difference, because one was an 18 and plus 5 and one was a 17 plus 5. So, 22, does that hit?
Yeah.
So, just as he's just trying, he's just, no! Throws a dart your way and does... Why is that not? It's a 7. He hits you with a 7. So as it's this dart flying across the fucking battlefield that he's just lobbed, not seeing anything, it just catches you in the shoulder, and as like just after you've sort of ducked yourself back from the attack from Boblin, this has just caught you. It would have been like a headshot had you not like stumbled back. Just catches you just sort of in the shoulder chest area, and that's going to be Coblin's turn done. We'll move on to the bandit captain. He's a way to still stay where he is, shouting out his profanities and, "Come on, you lot! Fucking hell! Look at what they've done to Coblin!" And he's going to lift Coblin up. Let's see if he's got the strength for it. A 12. He's struggling to lift Coblin up and keep him on his feet. Look what they've done! And with that, he's just going to sort of drop Coblin, but grab another dagger and throw it, and he's going to... What has he got? 60 foot? He's going to chuck it at Aeddrasils. He's going to chuck it to the big guy. 21.
That hits.
21. Does 5 damage to Aeddrasils with this launched fucking dagger. going to launch a second one because he gets a multi-attack as well. He can take 2 ranged attacks with his daggers. And he's going to go for Uthanar. 17. That just hits Uthanar. And that's 5 damage. And with that, he's just going to just say, "Look, they can be hit! Just get a grip of yourselves!" And from there, that's Mouse's turn.
Okay, I'm going to step out from behind Stormcrow. And I'm going to look at that captain. I'm going to stick up my middle finger and I'm going to cast Bane on all those 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Him and him. So it's a charisma, I think. Yeah, charisma 13 save for those 3.
So Boblin, Coblin, and the bandit captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charisma save. So a 13 for the bandit, for the captain.
Bastard.
Does that saves? Yeah.
Yeah.
A 12 for Coblin.
Yeah, Goblin's Baned.
And Boblin is 17.
Piss flap. So the one that's nearly dead, the only one.
So Coblin, the goblin that has an axe in his chest, 2 daggers in his eyes, bleeding out, with a spell that Mouse has thrown, an enchantment towards the 3 in that area. The only one to have survived, the only one to have taken it is the dead one, essentially. The dead man walking takes this and just feels something different about himself. The bad luck that he's had so far is even more bad luckier. He has a feeling in his stomach now, and that is impressive, seeing as though he can't feel his eyes or his chest.
I just wanted him to fail, really.
Oh, and this is the younger goblin, by the way. This is the little brother you guys are bullying. Like, this kid's probably just as old as the guy that we've just lost as well, so just think about that, everybody.
Don't
Think
care.
about- Is that your turn, is it?
Yes, that's all I can do.
That's all you can do. Oh, fuck, no. So, it's Mr. James Bond up in the trees' turn. Did somebody... Who the fuck just put a sad face over the dead body?
I'm glad he's dead.
Oh my god. So the spy up in the bandit up in the tree, because he stealthed himself before, he now has sneak attack, I believe. Is that how it works, is it?
If he did a stealth check and he rolled high enough, then yeah, he'd have advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he got like an 18 or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's
Yeah.
higher than all our paths, so yeah, I would say so.
Aye. So from there, he's away to take his hand crossbow and fire out into the crowd. He's going to go for Neff, seeing as though Neff hasn't really taken any damage.
I was just wondering about that. Cool.
Yeah. The 6. Oh, you say it's advantage, is it? So,
Yeah, it'd be advantage.
yeah. So, it's a 6 and a 9. So,
No, they definitely don't hit.
Definitely don't hit. So, the spy from his perch, who thinks he's being quite stealthy, he's managed to get an attack off on Emrys before, takes another shot, but this time he's picked the wrong person to try and hit. It just flies past everybody, flies right past you, Neff, to the point that you can now see where he is. He's now given his position away because this bolt has just went right past you and, pardon me, dug into the ground, and you sort of see where he is now because he's fumbled that attack so much that he's kept himself open out in the branches, and that's his turn. It's Neff's turn next.
Okie doke. Select and move. Gonna try and move there. How do I check if I'm in range of someone now?
Click on
So-
the little rune thing underneath the magnifying glass.
Yeah, and then take it from Neff. Yeah.
Yes, if you're aiming for that
Okay.
guy, you got 5 foot. Or if you want to go for...
I want to
Just
go
say
for the bandit captain. Is he within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, he's 25 foot away from you.
Cool. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Right,
let's
go for it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 8.
So as you run forward and scout the arena, scout the plains, I'm assuming that you do the same thing. You cast your rapier towards them to cast your spell, are you?
This time I'm going to use my left hand with nothing in, and then just going to, like, charge up some lightning-like energy and just whoosh it forward.
So as you do that, you just sort of, it's the same thing that you've done before. You've just been a little bit too quick in what you're doing, just a wee bit overzealous, and with it you sort of skirt along the ground a little bit just as you took aim, and as you did, you just sort of move forward, and it just woof, bolts right past the bandit captain's head.
Yeah. As a bonus action, I'm just going to go, fuck, I must be getting the shivers, and take a swig out of my my hip flask.
On you go. That's fine with me.
I'm just going to do the... I doubt if I will get more hit points, but I'll re-roll on the temporaries.
Go for it. I think you got full last time, did you not?
I got 7, so there's a possibility to get 8, but no, I got a 1, so never mind.
Oh well. Ramala, it's your turn now.
Okay, so if I move...
Keep forgetting to bring that back up, you
Oh.
fucking idiot.
I forgot I need to actually pick the selector. Okay, so I move 5 feet there. I should get a good... Can I get a good view of this guy in the tree?
I would say so. Yeah, you're between the rocks. What is that?
I've got a
50
straight line
feet.
out.
What's your what do you call it? Your dark vision again? Up to 60 feet. Yeah, you could see him. That's
Okay.
fine. Like I say, he's out. He's no longer sort of nestled in the branches like he was before. He's now sort of out on like a little, like one of the thick fucking arms of the trees. But he's not pulled himself back in because of his fumble before.
That's okay. I just need to be able to see him. So as I see him, I just kind of lock my eyes onto him, and I start to whisper at him, and the whisper starts to repeat itself and coalesce into a high-pitched screech as I cast distant whispers at him. He needs to make a wisdom.
Oof. Wisdom.
Nice.
Ha! That's a grand natural 1 for a 3.
Okay, so this happens in 2 parts. I'll do the damage first. Not great on damage, I'll be honest. Only 8 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
But He now has to use his reaction to. Hang on, where is it? Yes, okay. And if available, it has to use its reaction to move as far away as its speed will allow from me.
Oh, it's frightened of you.
Oh,
It's not quite frightened, but it needs to basically he needs to burn his action to run away. That like however much speed he has to move
That's
away from
cool.
me.
that's really good. So
I love that
he,
spell.
yeah, that's a boss spell. I'm not gonna lie. Right, so 30 foot. So I would say that he's like 10 foot up in the air. So
Yeah.
that would be about 20 foot to jump. 20 foot from where he is. About there.
Yeah.
From
fair.
obviously jumping down out the tree, he would lose like 10 foot of that, I would say, and then
Yeah.
20 foot going that way. So he is just running. He is just
Yeah.
you've burst through. You've burst this guy's head open, and he is now completely terrified and just fucking going for it. He's just running as far away as possible from you.
And then after that, I'm just going to duck back in here behind the. In fact, I'll go up there behind the rock, and as my bonus action, I will burn both my sorcery points to get that spell slot back, and that's
Yep,
my goal.
on you go. I was going to say, take your temporary hit points, but you're not within 30 feet, are you?
Yeah, I'm not within 30 feet.
Yeah. Okie doke. Right, Emrys, big man, it's your turn.
So I am going to move.
Yeah.
And I am going to attack the captain with my great axe
Yeah.
for 24,
Ooh.
which is 16 points of damage.
Oh, hold on. 24, yep, 16.
And then the poor little guy suffering with Bane, I'm going to hit him with an unarmed strike of 18 to hit
Yep.
Those daggers together in.
for 5 damage.
Okie doke.
But
So,
the hit on the goblin's just like. So after hitting the guard captain guy, I just like bonk my hand down on the little goblin's head.
so with how close they are, and the bandit, the captain is basically holding up Coblin, with Emrys just bolting his way right up into the middle. I would just say that you take your great axe and you're just taking this sort of swing, sort of like a baseball swing, but from your left hand side, you're bringing it up. But as you're doing it, you sort of release your hand a little bit, your weak hand a little bit, and as you are, you just sort of pimp slap Coblin in the back of the head, like just knocking him forward, taking sort of like the momentum of the damage as well as this like stumbled him forward. He's down on the ground. He is still alive, even with the damage that he has taken. He has got an axe in the chest, 2 darts in the eyes. He's baned. He's feeling pretty down, and he is now just been bitch slapped. Coblin is not having a good day. Is that everything that you're going for, Emrys?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Right. It is now Aaron, the hobgoblin. It's now his move, and he is that one there. He is just seeing everything that's happening, and he is not putting up with it now. He is just going. He knows when something's like up. He knows that this battle is done. He is taking one of his first level spells, Expeditious Retreat, and he is just getting the fuck away from this. So that gives him the dash. So I think that doubles his distance, doesn't it?
Yeah, dash lets him take his full movement.
Yeah.
And
Instead of an
Expeditious
action.
Retreat, yeah, but Expeditious Retreat lets him do it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's taking the full of that. He's just taking 40 foot that way and just run. He's bolting past the guy that's got your screeching in his head, and he's
Shit.
just going away. He's totally abandoning this fucking entire endeavor now, and just running away. And that brings us to Astrid. It's her turn now, and she's going to still. She's now in a personal battle against Beyonce. And she's going to go move up to her, and she's going to take one of her short swords and attack Beyonce for 15. That hits. And for 4 damage. Yeah, she's just now in a little battle against this this female bandit, just basically going to town on her as much as she can. And that brings us to Beyonce's turn. She's going to fucking use her short sword against Astrid.
Don't forget Astrid's D6.
Oh, yes. D6 plus 2, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's 4. She got 5 the last time. So that's nothing, is it?
No.
It doesn't change it to the 4, does it?
No, it stays on the
No,
higher.
it just stays where it is. So that's 19 for that. She's 16. Help if I remembered everything that I fucking had. The 5 damage for that. She's going to take the short sword. Go for it again. 23. That's 12. No, 14 damage to Astrid in this little duel against Beyonce. And you're just hearing this. It's like a tennis match between the two of them. Just when as soon as Astrid sort of throws one slash, Beyonce just fucking slashing twice with this short sword, just coming out of nowhere. And it's going to move on to Urthanar's move, and he's going to come up beside Emrys, just dashing right past fucking Boblin the Goblin, coming up against Coblin and the Bandit Captain, and he's going to use his greatsword, pull out his greatsword, and he's going to make an attack on the Bandit Captain for 19. That hits. And he does 13 damage against him. Oh, the Bandit Captain's looking a wee bit fucking sozzled now. And Uthanar, does he get any bonus actions? Two-handed? Nah. I'll leave that on that one then. From there, it's Stormcrow's turn.
So, Stormcrow is going to move forward to there, so. Move, you little bastard.
Are you picking the right one?
Oh, that's me. So, Stormcrow's going to move to there. And guess who he's going to go for with his whip?
Oh, two
Yeah.
seconds. Does Boblin the Goblin have... No, he doesn't have attack of opportunity.
He should
13?
do.
13? You going for Coblin, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Oh, bastard.
Just to let you know, Darren, as far as I know, I think all creatures have attack of opportunity.
Yes,
I
they
thought it was-
do.
I thought it was a bonus action.
No,
That you had
it's a
with it.
reaction,
It's a
but
reaction, yeah.
but
Yeah.
all creatures have it, as far as I know. As long as they're
Right.
able to make a melee attack.
Right, we'll have it that Boblin the Goblin took an attack against you when you were going past. A 12.
Well, no, I was going straight at Boblin, so I was stopping in front of Boblin, so I was 10 foot away.
All right.
And
And
as
you
he's
were
blind as a bat.
No, that's Coblin you're going for.
This one.
So
This
yeah,
one.
sorry. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So you ran past Boblin, you went for Coblin.
Yeah.
So Boblin took an attack of opportunity against you, but you missed. He just like
Okay.
when you were running past him, he tried to fucking karate chop you. But
Again,
just like he tried to hit you where you were, but not where you were going to go. So he's just, hiya! Oh no, he's not there. And you were trying to go for Coblin, weren't you? But you missed.
18, and I think that was a miss.
Yeah. Anything else you could do?
Action. So, actually, who's up on deck next from our side?
From our side is Mouse in 3 turns.
So let me just check something. So, for Mouse, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
So, for the next 10 minutes, you can add it to an ability check. D6, you can add to an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw.
Oh, nice.
A D6.
One D6 on top.
Cracking.
Is that AD?
Kraken.
Cracking.
And
Is that your turn, is it?
I'll use one of my cantrips on him then. Bollocks.
You could have, but
Yeah, no, I forgot. Too late.
no. So, it's Boblin's turn next.
Oh, don't forget your D6.
Like a D6.
I nearly did.
Like a D6. Ah, did it. But, sorry. That's...
So, only 54, but still.
Oh, yeah, because all your temporary hit points went last time, didn't it?
Yeah, I was like the only one who's taking the most of a kicking in this thing.
Mouse took quite a bit of a kicking.
No, I'm still. Well, actually, on the last roll, I got full temporary, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
Take off
Also-
the temporary. I'm looking a bit.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, if I didn't have the temporary, I'd be dead by now.
Well, listen,
Oh,
Ramala's beginning to get a bit cold over here by the rocks, you know? He's having a hard time as well.
Well, maybe you should come join the grape.
No, the rocks are fine.
Okay.
He's a dwarf. Obviously, he's going to run to stone. That's just literally what they do. You know, those people.
That's a little bit.
Racism.
Yeah.
He's probably caressing it.
Yeah. You do see
We've
the
had
massive...
it's into speciesism. Great, nice.
Oh, if you're easily offended, we can kill Stormcrow off now, like, if you want.
Well, no,
So-
just give them temporary hit points. We can't.
Oh, I can find a way. Rocks fall, everybody dies. So Boblin's going to run up to Neff and just, with the sheer embarrassment that he's had so far, the fact that his older brother has ran off, scared of you guys. His little brother is now at death's door. He's just been bitch slapped among other things. He's going to take a multi-attack against you, Neff, and just throw haymakers at you just to try and get you. He can make 4 attacks. He's going to use all 4 of them to try and just fucking punch you. Just because he could feel the tide turning. So, a 6. I'm going to guess misses. 14. Neff.
Oh, sorry, that misses, yeah.
Yep. 17.
Misses.
Shit.
And a 20. Dirty
Oh,
20.
that one hits.
So, just the sheer rage of Boblin the Goblin. He's just started throwing these 4 punches, and just the very last one, after you're sort of like anime dodging all of these hits, the last one just is a smack that he's just throwing, and he manages to sort of catch the side of your face, and with that he gives
Okay.
you 7 damage, 7 bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
And he just looks up at you and just says, "That's for Coblin, you
Did someone just
bitch."
fart?
What was that?
No, it's my
Did
dog
someone just fart?
whining.
Oh, it sounded,
No, I
sounded like
cast,
someone farted.
I cast prestidigitation.
Down the mic.
Oh, I don't know. I'm rolling a fag, so you might have heard me move my tin and stuff about.
So that's
Sorry.
Boblin's move done. It's now Coblin's move.
Oh, just roll over and die.
He's
I want my
going...
daggers back. We'll kill the little bitch.
He's going to... What is that, actually? No. Yeah, he might actually do that. He's going to charm person. He's going to... He knows that somebody's right beside him, so he's just going to try and charm the person right beside him to hopefully not kill him. And that person beside him is Uthanar. What is that? That takes... That's wisdom saving throw. Does it say what it is, actually? It doesn't say what the DC is there, actually.
It will be their spell modifier.
The spell modifier.
Yeah, so like your whatever your wisdom. No, hold on, not wisdom. Well, whatever you use to cast your spell.
Yeah, sorry. So I could see this. So that just gets used as an attack spell. Assuming. So that. Yeah, no, that's wisdom saving throw. Yeah, no, that doesn't do anything to Uthanar. So Coblin's just sort of looking up at Uthanar, and with the 2 daggers in his eyes that are just moving as his eyes are moving all over the place, he just looks, "Please, take pity on me." And Uthanar just looks down and goes, "Ha, never." And just blanks this thing while it's bleeding out and dying. It's now the bandit captain's turn, and he's just going to take a swing at both Uthanar and Emrys. So Emrys first. 15.
Doesn't hit.
Nope. And then Uthanar, 12. Doesn't hit him. So he's just taking these 2 swings, just woof woof, and just misses both of them. And as he is, he's just going to back up slightly. Move back. He's going to move himself back into the trees. I'm sure you're taking
attack
it.
of opportunity.
Just the way I say that. On you go, mate. Roll.
21 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
9 damage.
9 damage. And Uthanar's going to take one as well. 7 to hit. He misses. So as you do, you just sort of catch this bandit captain in the back, and you see him just sort of visually wrench. Like you've done some damage to him. He is now hurt. And he's now sort of not limping, but sort of staggering forward. He's losing blood, and he's just trying to get away as fast as he can now. It's now Mouse's turn.
I'm going to sneak up behind this one. I'm going to put my hands over his eyes and whisper, guess who, and I'm going to inflict wounds.
Nice.
That bardic inspiration, was that to add to an attack roll?
Yes.
Alright, I'm taking that.
Plus, don't you get an advantage?
Yeah,
Yes,
because
I
you're
do.
pincering, aren't you?
Right,
Yep.
so 40, that's 16, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. Where's my 10s? Nope, that's an 8. 3. Okay, 9, 16, and 21 damage.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
So you come up behind Boblin, say, "Guess who?" and just describe what your inflict wounds looks like.
I am going to put my hands over his eyes and loads of. I think it's supposed to be necrotic, but she's not that sort of person. So it's going to be like purple sparkly lightning of radiant damage just goes into his eyes and they just pop.
Yeah, I was always say, just whilst you're doing that, whilst you're pushing like all this godlike magic, radiant magic through him, you just hear this sizzling sound coming from his head, and just instantly, like, you know, when you sort of pop a balloon a little bit, but it's like this balloon has liquid in it. You just hear, and his eyes are now just no longer there. It's just empty sockets with these, what was his eyeballs, now dripping from his eye sockets. You've inflicted wounds upon this, upon Boblin the Goblin.
I'm just going to lean over his shoulder, look at Neff, and just. Did he hurt you? Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you. That was scary.
Is that everything?
Yes.
Right, it's the bandit in the tree, or the bandit that was in the trees. Now, what happens with that, Sean? Is he still?
No,
Has he
that's
got
it.
to make-
He's all the effects of that spell are done now, so he can do whatever he wants.
Right, he's still terrified, so he's just going to follow in the footsteps of Aaron the Hobgoblin, and he's just running as well. He can move, what was that, 15, 20, 20, 30. That spy is, that bandit is now considered gone. He has now left the battlefield. Neff, it's your turn.
Okay, is that one between me and Storm still alive?
The one that's between you and Mouse.
Oh, Mouse, yeah,
I mean,
sorry,
yeah.
no Storm.
Yeah, he is barely hanging
See,
on.
not all
He-
tabaxis look the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rob, you racist.
racist Rob.
That's just.
So,
This is the one that's got the eyeballs that have melted out of his head now.
okay, I'm going to swing at him with my rapier, and not sure how it works, but I'm going to try and cast Green Flame Blade as I do it. Is
Yeah,
that
so
how it
you-
works, Sean?
Yeah, it's just literally a weapon attack, I believe.
Yeah, I think it is. You do it, but you
Okay.
add fire damage to it or something as well, is it?
So you just do the weapon attack like normal, and then if it hits, you would then just do the effects of the spell. But I
so
believe
s-
Green Flame Blade allows you to sort of attack a baddie that's next to. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so-
jumps or something, doesn't it? But it's within
So when my
5
first
feet, I
hit-
think.
So does it only happen if there's one next to him then?
I think so. That's when you would use that one.
Oh, okay, in that case, never mind my last attack. I'll just
Yeah.
attack normally with my rapier.
Okie doke.
Miss again. I rolled an 8.
No.
So, this one that's standing in front of you with sizzled eyeballs,
You
That's
do that with advantage. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
oh
sure.
yeah, he gets advantage. Yep, good one.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Let me try again.
Because you're flanking.
That's a bit better. 17.
That hits. Roll
Yay.
damage.
Yay! I hit something. 8 damage.
Oofed.
Oofed.
Tasty.
You stab your rapier into Boblin the Hobgoblin, and he just drops to his knees. And what should be his what should be his eyeballs are now these deep sunken sockets with melted eyeballs running down his cheek, just looking at you, going, "You're gonna have to do better." He's still alive.
Oh,
Piece of
don't
shit.
worry. I fucking will.
Call him a goofball. Call him a goofball.
No, you don't need to be that bad to him.
That was Maiden's thing. That's the Nev's thing. Roland, have you still got the thing up for the temporary hit points?
Yes.
No. Okay, cool.
That's so
Hold
good,
it.
that temporary hit points thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
that-
another 7.
Oh.
Very handy when we're low level and I don't have to worry about spell slots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it saves you having to healing everyone and stuff.
And that's going to be my turn.
Right, Ramala, your turn.
Okay, who are these people?
Top
That's-
one.
Top one's Beyonce. The other one's Astrid.
Okay, I'm just trying to suss out. Yeah,
That's-
Astrid's been. Yeah, this. These goblins are fucked. These two hobgoblins, aren't they?
That's Boblin. That's Coblin. And that's the captain.
Right. Okay. I'm going to. I kind of want the captain. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I can get a view of the captain there. That's pretty nice. I've only got one kind of powerful ranged spell that I can use on him, which is Dissonant Whispers. Yeah, I'm going to do another Dissonant Whispers at him. So again, the high-pitched screeching, like it begins as a whisper and it crescendos into a high-pitched screech that just racks his ears, and he needs to make a Wisdom save.
Wisdom
He needs
save.
to beat 15.
He gets a 3.
Okay, so I'll roll damage. Please roll better. Oh, I rolled worse. 7 points of damage that time. And he needs to use his reaction to run as far away as possible.
So how far does he get? That's 30 feet. Yeah. He is still in the battlefield. At the very back of the trees. He's now properly running through the trees. You see him just sort of grab, for everybody else that's on the battlefield, they just see him grab his head as he's heading towards the trees, and you just hear a scream coming from Ramala's end, and it's like it reverberates right through the captain. You just hear him now going, "Ah!" grabbing his skull and just bolting as far away and as fast as he possibly could.
And then I will just move. Oh wait, hang on. I need to change the. Yeah. I'm just gonna move back down here, and that's my goal. That's my 25 feet of movement.
Right.
Playing the flimsy sorcerer so well.
You're even playing it against people that are literally dead in front of you near enough. That's brilliant.
Gotta stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe. It's not as if they can't kill you or anything. Emrys, it's your turn.
Yep. I'm going to move there,
Okay.
and I will great axe him.
For for Boblin.
7 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, then 2-weapon fighting, unarmed strike. That's not going to hit. That's a 7 as well.
Do me a favour, go and just re-roll that just to check something. Right, okay, so
got
it was,
10 on that.
yeah, so it was 7. There's something that we've figured out in the other group is that sometimes if you roll and you're getting the same rolls, it can then, the next time you roll, it'll be the same roll as that. So you're getting like multiple rolls at a time. So,
Yeah.
So we're just sort of checking. You just got to refresh it if that's the case. But that's why I'm sort of, if you're getting 2 of the same rolls, that's why I'm sort of saying, right, go and take another one. That's why I've rolled a couple of times extra on stuff, just to see what it was. But I'm always using the first roll as like, okay, that wasn't a glitch.
Yeah.
So Emrys, just with you running up, you're going for this guy, but your 2 attacks just sort of slip as he's now convulsing because of the pain and the wounds that's been inflicted upon him. He's now convulsing and moving all about, and just your attacks just trying to sort of catch him. He's a little bit too slippery because he's a lot smaller than you, and he's still got that sort of hobgoblin speed about him, like the magically enhanced speed. So you can know your attack just misses, barely misses, because of all that. Is that everything you can do?
Yep, that's everything.
Right.
Oh,
It's
temporary hit points.
temporary hit points. Go for that. I was going to say again, Ramala, you've not taken yours, but you're nowhere fucking near it. That's how.
No, I've got the comfort
Yeah.
and safety of my rocks.
Yeah, all good.
You all good?
Yep.
Okay. So, Aaron the Hobgoblin is also running, and he is now considered out of the fight. He is embarrassed and terrified of everything you guys have done to his family, and he has run. It's now Astrid, and she's going to... Oh, I didn't realise she had spells. Yeah, fuck it, I'm not using that just now anyway. She's just going to take her attack with short sword, and she's going to attack the lassie, Beyonce. That's a 12, that hits. She's going to do damage. 8 on Beyonce. And she's going to use 2 weapon fighting. That's a 22, that hits. That's a 5 on Beyonce now as well. Beyonce is nearly dead. She's just going to drop to her knees and sort of give up as well, but she can't move anywhere. She's now bleeding profusely from the chest. And that's her turn. And it's Uthanar's turn next. And he's just going to attack Coblin, just to put him out of his misery. Hits him with a 22. And does 7 damage. So now Coblin the Hobgoblin, just with the last sort of energy of his, he just gets himself up on his knees, hand axe still in his chest, 2 daggers still in his eyes, recovering from the whiplash of the Goliath's fucking backhand on his head, just the shadow above him of Uthanar with his great axe, and just woof, swinging down upon him, and he splits Coblin's head in 2 and just kills him outright. Splits his head and just kills him. And that is it for Coblin the Hobgoblin.
Bye, Goblin.
I know. We're all.
Here, to be fair, a resilient wee fucker, isn't he?
Oh, he took.
He
He
was.
took fucking damage.
Like he was there way longer than he should have been. I mean, I'm impressed.
Yes, he is definitely like the MVP of their group so far. That's like he's done so well. Stormcrow, it's your turn.
I can move over here, yeah?
Yeah.
If I move over... No. No, the other side. Oh, no, yeah, by him, yeah.
Yeah.
And...
You get advantage as well.
got advantage, so... First one was shite. Second one was a 12.
That misses as well.
Ah!
So Boblin the Hobgoblin's still there, and I would say the same thing with what happened with Emrys. You're all sort of surrounding him now, and with his ability of Shadow Jaunt, he's flickering in and out of sort of existence at this moment in time, just wherever he is. But because he can't see where he's going, he's just sort of blinking in and out of where he is at this moment in time. So he can only stay within the same area. Anything else you could do?
Well, I was just wondering, with a two-weapon fighting, would I just go for an unarmed strike on him?
Yeah, just go for that then.
Which ironically gave me an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
And then with the unarmed strike, then he just gets one damage. He just takes one damage.
So, how do you want to do this?
Can't be fucking kidding me.
So basically, he's blind. He's got a rapier in his chest.
No, he's not got the rapier in it now. He's now blinking in and out of sort of existence because of he's like reactively using Shadow Jaunt, thinking that he's actually getting away from something because he's not been attacked for like a few seconds. But because he's blind, he can only sort of jaunt in and out of where he is. He can't see where he's going. Because he's got to see it in the time, but now he's just like blinking sort of thing.
So basically, I can't believe I'm killing this all with one fucking point of damage here. This is just nuts. Basically, as they're coming through, just launches the punch, and as it does, it just cracks right into the center of his face. Just the old-fashioned thing of just catching the nose and just smashing up into his brain.
So, as Boblin the Hobgoblin has dodged rapier attacks, a great axe attack, backhands, your daggers, the one thing that catches him just as he's blinking in and out of existence, thinking that he might instantly be safe, is just one fist catching him right in the nose, just at the exact moment he blinks back into existence. And would you say that your hand is sort of lodged in his skull a little bit? Or would you say that it's just catching him?
It's just basically just a perfectly clean punch right in the nose, and it's just driven the old thing of just driven the nose up into the brain and taking him out.
Yep, that's perfect way to kill him. So that's Boblin and Coblin, the Hobgoblin brothers, both dead.
Good.
And the only two that's left surviving is the bandit captain, who is fleeing. So he is now gone.
And Beyonce.
and Beyonce. And the next person to do anything is Mouse.
Right. I will look at everybody and over at Beyonce. And I say, are we keeping her? Like, do we need to question to see if we can get some information? Or do we just take her out?
You just hear Uthanar coming up beside you, just shouting over, "We keep her. She might have information from my father."
I was thinking that. Let's shackle her up and give her a bit more life so she can last longer for questioning, yes?
Sounds good to me. Who has rope?
I have manacles.
Kinky.
I have
Kinky.
no idea why, but in my inventory I have manacles.
We all know why.
Yes.
You
We
and
know what you and
Emrys,
Emrys. We know why
the
those.
Goliath side manacles.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, how do you know that Mouse is the one that likes being tied up?
Because this one's the thickness of an elephant's cock. So I think it's Emrys. It must be for Emrys.
And on that note...
And on that note, you're tying up Beyonce.
I'm going to tie her up, and as I do, I am going to give her a quick cure wounds.
Nice.
To give her 11 points back, just to, like I said, keep her for questioning longer.
11 points, did you say?
Yes, 11.
Oh, bless me.
There
And
we
I'm
go.
afraid to say I'm going to have to bounce, guys, because I'm working in the morning.
No
Yeah.
problem.
No worries.
So as Mouse goes up and manacles Beyonce, you just hear her go, "Oh fuck." You see her starting to tremble, and within an instant you hear a pop, boop, and she's gone. She blinks out. She blinks out of existence. She is no longer where she was, but she managed to manacle and heal Beyonce.
Fuck.
Everybody else is a bit taken aback. Whoa, where the fuck is she? Where? Urthanar's, what the hell's just happened? What have they done to her? But as this has happened to Mouse, and as everybody's worrying about her, you hear in the distance to the south a horn being blown. And you see a look of terror on Uthanar's face. No. And he bolts and starts running back to camp.
Oh, this was a diversion, wasn't it?
And I think we might call it there tonight.
I think that's a good game, guys.
Okay, doke.
Good sesh, Darren. Good sesh.
Before we
very
go,
much.
before we go, I go
Yes.
over to Coblin and I get my daggers back.
From his eyes.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
Emrys walks over as well and looks for his hammer that hit the captain.
Yeah, that'll be on the ground somewhere beside the ruins with the bloody imprint on them.
Marks
Just
of
before,
success.
just before you all go, you all get 314 experience each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
How do you do that?
I was just about to ask the same thing.
You just go onto your thing, you go into manage characters, and it should say manage experience or something beside it.
Manage characters and levels.
Let's have a look.
In your actual
Oh,
website
my
thing, is it?
experience, yeah.
How much experience?
314.
Ah, manage XP, I see.
Hey, I got a level up.
And that should take you all to level 3.
Yeah. Fuck
Really
yeah.
leaves me 10. Yeah. Literally leaves me 10 points short.
Put yourself up 10 points in, because
Okay.
I should have had everybody set at the same amount for what you would get from this experience.
Wait.
According to this, I've just leveled up to level 2.
You should be you should be level 3.
No, you need to change the level yourself.
Right.
So there's a
I'm-
wee like. Oh yeah. Okay,
Right.
Robin.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort that out later. I will speak to you all later.
Speak to you tomorrow.
Alright.
That was so much
Oi.
fun. Thank you guys.
Well,
It
thank
was.
you very much for being there.
Well, you can get a quick pint in. Catch you later, guys. Nice one.
See ya.
Nice one. Aaron, that was a
Bye.
good shout, but
Well, thank you very much, mate.
cheers, buddy. Catch you later.
Okay.
See ya. Bye.
Oi.
Bye 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 bye.
Bye.